just expanding business. They've already been business partners, so seems like a natural progression compared to like KG just trying to come out the blue buying a piece. Of course,
I mean it's and you know, networking, bro. Like we talk about it all the time on here, man. Like once you're in those circles and you're respected in those circles, then other people are going to respect your moves and possibly let you in. You know, I got in a debate with some of my boys today, and they were like, well, LeBron ain't gonna get major ownership, or he ain't gonna be a majority owner, blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, it all comes down to money.
Ownership is ownership. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It all
Charlamagne was
comes
just
down
talking
to
about
money.
that, even if it's
Especially-
50-50.
LeBron's
especially
also
on that
a
level.
tough guy his entire career. KG running around scaring people, jumping in Europe,
Right.
and all that.
Right. Beefing with Cash Doll about
Oh,
the
yeah.
initials KD.
Wait, you say people with cash door?
Yeah, about the initials KD.
Tend to be attacked.
Yeah, she said every dude want a piece of KD, and he was like, hold up.
You send it to me.
That's
Oh my God. What's up with Atlanta, Georgia, bro?
It's I think the COVID getting the people.
Shooting at the they shot. I like to post it. Hold up, was it you, Earl, who did that post?
What?
Yeah, I think I
terrorism?
screenshotted that and reposted it.
Oh, what's going on? Like what? Like
Shooting at the Asians. That's
Not
that's
Atlanta,
terrorist.
white oppression that happens everywhere.
No, dude said he's not racist. He's a sex addict.
come on, bro. So you kill all Asian people? That's
It was in a spa. He didn't get his happy ending. He had a rough day, or he was having a rough time, and he went to go to the Asian spa and didn't get a happy ending and just stabbed.
That's racist, bro. That's not random violence.
What up?
Jalen, we were talking about the crazy shit going on all over the country.
Oh, what happened in Atlanta yesterday?
Yeah, man. Come on, bro.
Or even yesterday, or even the
If he was
daggone.
black, he couldn't get away with saying that.
Oh, bro, we know that. We know
But then
that.
another white guy, then another
He
guy.
wasn't arrested. He wasn't even been arrested. Let's not even talk about what he's getting away with saying in the news after the fact. That nigga-
I disagree with that, because you forget the dude that shot them 3 people the other day. The 4 people killed 4
With the
people.
stimulus check.
That was whack.
Over the check.
Yeah, bro, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
People
ridiculous.
tripping over this little bit of pocket change.
Like he killed her other kid, bruh. The 7-year-old by accident. It was by accident, quote unquote, because he killed the brother, he killed the aunt. I forget who else he killed, and then he killed the 7-year-old was like collateral damage. Like he had took old girl out to the car and her kid, put the kid in the car seat, went back in the house, shot the brother again, shot somebody else, and that's when the mom escaped. And I'm like, okay, I don't have kids. I'm not a woman. I ain't never been in a threatening situation. She left her kid in the car. You know what I'm saying? To escape. Was that based on time? Was that based on strategy? Like she's safe now, even though she was shot, and the daughter or the kid is safe now. You know what I'm saying? They recovered the kid, but I'm just like, man, like, I know that situation is just stressful and you trying to get away, but I don't know too many parents who would leave their kid behind.
Nah, not only that, I mean, what are we really talking about? A $1,400 stimulus check?
Right.
And some tax money? Are you kidding me?
It was jacked up, and she
said
she would get, like, at first she was like, nah, you don't deserve it. I do everything for this kid. Then she actually was like, yo, I'll give you $400. And he was like, no, that's not enough.
Nah, that's enough, man. Yo, we gotta the world's spinning out of control, man. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. I don't know what's going on in all these places, but it's really a microcosm of what's really happening around the world, around us, United States, with money and stress. It's a whole lot of buildup that that the media doesn't really show until it happens, until it like boils over. You know what I mean?
It's not just us either, though. Because like in London,
but it's happening here over the top, like, you know, because what it is like there's not enough jobs. There's not enough people making money. There's not enough, opportunity. You know, everybody does not have an internet to get online to figure out an online business. Like, it's a little crazy, and it's not really being shown. So people are bugging out, and that's what I see.
Gotcha.
Tell me something different, but it looks crazy to me.
Nah, because I know that thing in London with, I think it's like women getting beat or assaulted or something in the streets and by like police.
The police officer, bro.
Yeah, that shit. Like it's shit going on everywhere, man.
Yo, that shit is nuts.
It's crazy out here.
And you know that I ain't gonna say it in a certain way, but they're scared because it happened like that to a certain kind of woman.
Right. But what's even more jacked up is like they just telling women, hey, y'all just stay inside.
Right.
Like we not like y'all stay inside because y'all are being preyed on. Everybody else, y'all good to go. Like, come on, man.
Do shit about this. Just live your life indoors.
Right, this shit wild.
What's up with the two, CF?
I'm letting some people just come in. I'm about to rock some new joints for sure. There's like a lot of new music.
Hey, you get those 2 records I sent you?
Yeah, I did. I listened to them. They were
What
good.
up? What up?
Yeah.
Going on.
Raymond, what's going on down there, man? It's crazy. What's going on in San Diego too? I heard about.
I'm staying my ass right here in this studio. Fuck the world, homie.
Hey, did we talk about that? Did we talk about that damn car wreck that happened out there with that SUV with 25 people in it?
Yeah, those all bad. No, that one wasn't San Diego, was it?
It wasn't San Diego. They said it was like
San
15
Diego
miles from the border.
Right?
San Diego just had an incident yesterday. Like 3 people got killed downtown. But I thought the one with the 20 with all the grip people that was here.
It wasn't San Diego. I know it was out in that area though.
Yeah.
Because they said it was like 15 miles from the border.
Yesterday, San Diego had it was like a random accident with like a coach car or something like that.
Something like that. But like 3 people got killed. It was downtown near the gas lamp.
Just nuts, man. And then you got Kurt Franklin ready to beat up everybody.
Hey, no. Keep it real, Dub. Y'all had a 33-year-old son, Raymond T. Y'all who got kids, and they talking to you crazy.
Bruh.
You
I did the same thing. I wouldn't even say I would have done the same thing. I have done the same thing.
So then what we talking about?
And look, and all these people, it's been people arguing like, oh man, some of y'all had toxic relationships with your parents. Let me explain something to you.
What?
My parents ain't never cussed me out. Now, my mom has thrown an ironing board at me and got mad because she almost hit the TV. But like, I ain't never my parents ain't never cussed me out, but at the same time, I know it's in them to do so if I cut up. You know what I mean?
But that's the respect you had for him. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Like he don't play. You're like, I wish he did.
You see his knuckles? You see he got tats on his knuckles. You don't fuck with nobody with tats on their knuckles, man.
Right.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real, man. Everybody wants to beat up their kid at some point. That's why we give ass whooping. You know, you gotta sometimes the ass whooping is deserved. You know, I ain't gonna lie.
I've even offered for them to swing first. I'm like, go ahead, feel free. You know what I mean? If you're feeling that froggy, feel free and let them go. Just understand the repercussions.
Y'all remember the challenges where the kids will play the prank on their parents? I think it was on the dads and make it seem like they was cussing their mom out or talking back. I seen with some of them the Hispanic parents, they wasn't playing. He said, "What'd you say?" Snatched them up. They had to like, it was a prank. It was a prank. The wife all had to jump out in front of them and stuff. Yeah, you can't play with black parents. Just the minorities. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown parents, they don't play that.
No doubt about it. What's up, Queen? What's going down?
What's up?
What's happening? Swerve, everybody in the building.
Hey, y'all watch Snowfall?
Oh, love Snowfall. I haven't seen the last 2 weeks though.
I just got on the 4th season.
No spoilers. No, I
ain't gonna spoil it. I literally just got on the first episode, but hold on, what season you on?
Under 10 grand.
On the new one, the new season.
For your
Are you on the new?
Yes, $3 grand. Tax refund, stimulus money.
Yeah, that's a good series. They said it's supposed to be like the prequel to Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
It's all good. All right, well, let's get.
I thought I heard it was based on a true story. Don't know. Is it based on a true story or something like that?
Is it?
Lightly, it's supposed to be based lightly on the real Rick Ross story. Part of it. Like how it all.
Hey, that dude, he knows it's
supposed to be
Denzel. The dude played Franklin. he kind of reminds you of like a young Denzel, like his mannerisms.
No, he's a great actor.
Ain't that dude British? Isn't he British?
Yeah, he is. Him and what's the name's cool? The dude from Get Out.
Like I don't watch the show, but I was like,
you missing out, bro.
It's a lot of TV that I am missing out on. It's not I don't watch it because I don't want to. I don't watch it just because of my time.
Snowfall's the best right now.
What'd you say, Earl?
Snowfall's the best right now.
Yeah.
That and what's the one? The other one that I like is it's the one on Cinemax. It's about
Cinemax. Ain't got the freaky stuff.
Used to be, man. That was back in the 90s, bro. Skinemax.
The Skinemax.
What's the Bruce Lee have written something that they
Warrior.
That's
good. It's his daughter who's producing that show. It was something that she said Bruce Lee wrote when he was younger, and he never got to put it out, so she did.
Right. All right, let's play some music. Let's get into it real quick. There's like joints from everywhere, man. Let's see what we got. Start with this because she's been like we've been supporting her for a minute, but
Mohead.
We'll get into it. What'd you say?
Shut up, man.
What's good, everybody?
Yo. How's everything, brother?
Chilling, man. Just on the check-in. Want to hear some new music?
Let's
see what I'm gonna support.
Let's do it. All right, let's do it. Shout out to DJ K-Var in that building. K-Var, where you checking in from?
Right now I'm in Vegas.
Nice. All right. Nice weather. Cool. All right,
yeah, but it's too packed because it seems like everybody got their stimulus and people that never been here, they're here.
Yeah, that's a little scary, man. Just stay out of the way. You know what
yes, sir.
Stay out of the way. All right, let me let this fly real quick. Yeah. All right, what's y'all thoughts?
Are they running that one as the follow-up or what?
I think so. It just dropped.
Was that a remix or anything? Because that one been out for a while too.
That right there wait a minute. That record has been out for a while. The remix.
Yeah, like I was
maybe not with
the video
King on it.
Yeah, because the video been out since September.
Wow.
Man, maybe she just pushing old records, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the same case with the other joint. It's just like, hey, this music's here and I'm hot now. You know, let's pull it from where it's at and then put it back out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the label working that shit.
Gotta be. You know why? Because let's be real. Maybe when they put it out, well, September, Beat King was hot too, though. I feel like he was on fire back then, or maybe not.
The video got like over 1 million. You know what I mean? So, you know, and that was probably organically before they even signed with the label. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's probably they're probably working toward a re-release. It'll probably be like she'll probably drop an album like late summer of this year, and half the album is stuff from last year. You know what I mean? Like
where's she from?
Dallas.
Yep.
Yeah, it got that Texas vibe. That's what I thought.
That's Beat King. Hey, you could always tell a Beat King beat.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. RT.
I like the record that Ice did for it though too. That was dope.
I actually wonder when they're gonna release that. I think that record could really I think that's a record that could break that onto the next side, like really open up her career even more.
Yep.
Rest
in peace, Huey too, man. Rest in peace, Huey.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a lot of people work records late. I mean, Whoopty was out a year ago too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Whoopty was out a year ago. He was pushing it until he got with the homie, and then they got it on the radio.
Hey, Kevon, real quick question. Is Las Vegas open? Like all
yes,
the way?
Sir. Yes, sir. Everything's open. Not the clubs, but they got like hookah lounges and small pubs open where they're rocking.
Now, is there a capacity cap, or is this like whatever? Like the hookah lounge can have, if it can hold 200 people, you can put 250 in there.
Yeah, you can, as long as you got a mask on.
Damn.
My homegirl just left from out there getting her nose shaved.
She did what?
She got a nose job and she had to follow up. So she just came back. getting her bridge shaved down.
She had to go back on the warranty. She had that warranty.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, had to shave the bridge down, bro.
What type of world we living in? That's crazy.
Hey, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, I-95, you've been holding out, man. The mixes you've been putting out's been dope.
Thank you.
If you ain't got no Kurt Franklin over no C Murder, bro, you slipping.
No, what's your boy's name? Sway the remix guy. Did you hear his version of that where he took the car and flipped it? That stuff was funny. That's he be on it.
I play that. That's crazy. All right, here go a new joint. Tell me what y'all think about this one. Let's check it out.
Big bop.
New joint.
Yeah, that's a vibe right there. Get your two-step on, get your drinks in your hand. That's
definitely Michael Jackson vibe, you know, them MJ vibes or whatever.
It's Heartbreak Hotel, bro.
That's that song that you played at the family reunion this year.
But it's something about it. Like, I like it. I want to like it more, and it's something about it. It's just it feels like there's a veil on it that needs to be pulled off, and once that veil is pulled off, that song's gonna explode. And I'm trying to figure out what it is that's irking me about it. I like it, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I like it though, but damn.
Wait, Buck,
I like it. I think it's good for a soundtrack.
Yeah. This club, like, to me, it's like D-Nice goes into these vibes, right? When he's on the when he's spinning. It fits his, like, it fits a vibey energy that D-Nice would bring to, like, his live and his sets or whatever. It fits right in that pocket to me. It's good. Is it radio? Maybe in some places, but maybe not. But it got a vibe. I'll say it got a vibe. I like it. You know,
that's the 30 and up demographic right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. When I go out to the lounge and chill, that's what I want to hear. That's hot. Okay, cool. All right. What it is? Shout out to D-Nice doing his thing.
Remind me of like happy hour, ladies' night.
What's the name of that shit?
Who knows that? But he's broke. He's so sad because he knows when he goes back to this mobile home, that's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rap, so you better go back to this moment and hope it don't.
Oh, my bad. Let me get mine on mute.
You gotta turn it down in the back. It's all good. I know you on the radio. That's the one thing I like. You come on here live from the radio. That's crazy. Okay, the song is called No Plans. It's D-Nice, Neo, Kent Jones, and I don't know who the other person is. I think somebody else is on there.
You saying Kent Jones, DJ Khaled's artist?
I don't know. Might be. I don't know. But Kent Jones, definitely the same name. So, all right, let me play some more joints. Let's see. Somebody has sent this record in. All right, here we go. Fire.
Yeah, that's a banger right there.
Oh shit.
And let me tell you what I would like to see. I love that record, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I would love to see is when people do joints like this, I want to see a remix with Danny Boy on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude is saying I ain't mad at you on the pop joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I forgot about him. I was like, who the hell Danny Boy?
Like, I want to hear like when these folk are doing these records, you know what I'm saying? Like that, or, you know, because I don't think she'll get a Mary J. Blige. You know, I don't think she'll get Blackstreet, but I think she could get Danny Boy. You feel what I'm saying? So like,
oh no, I think she could get Blackstreet.
Yeah, it's possible. But like,
that'd be it.
But you know, just paying homage to, like, if you go use these folks' stuff, man, and they still alive and they still active, you know, do a remix with them. You know what I'm saying? Throw some work to the OGs, man. You know, that's something I would love to see, like a trend. But you know,
I ain't mad at you.
Like a lot of that takes also just like an education in music. And
this is very true. This is very true.
Yeah, she young.
Don't have that.
Who was that?
You wish that they would.
Queen Naja.
Okay.
Lil Durk.
But, you know, that's also on the team.
That's not even. I mean, that's DeBarge's record. You know what I mean? If you really want to get into it,
this is very true. Yeah.
You know, it's their record. I like it. I mean, honestly, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking like, yo, I'd have loved to have seen her perform that record, as new as it is, on, you know, pre-Grammys. Like, I feel like, you know, is there a pre-Grammy show? Or matter of fact, why don't they have these young, upcoming, dope records, these dope artists? Like, Queen is definitely the type of artist that should be able to perform with some pre-Grammy. I don't even care if it's like on a platform, you know, the Grammys and freaking Tidal, you know, whatever. Where you can see and hear these new records, because there's so many dope songs, and they just saying, I don't know, like Queen Bee, where did you get that from? Let's get down to how this all happened.
Well, you know what? Actually, I got a request in the club. It was a birthday. Well, it was like a little birthday dinner, and I got a request, and I was like, I usually have to listen to it before I actually put it through. So I went home and I checked it. I was like, okay, I like this. But sometimes I like to educate the young people. So I would, if I'm going to play a song like that, sometimes I'll mix it in with the old version. And they love it. They love it. So, yeah, but I got a request one weekend, like a couple weeks ago.
Big up to Buckwheat. Buckwheat just said radio vibes right there. I like that. New joint of the day for my show. Now he's on live right now on Killing It in Tampa. Like, that is a big look. Basically helped break that record just now, Queen, and everybody else. That's huge. That's huge. You're getting a live spin on a major radio station. I don't know if you can get bigger than that or more than that, but shout out to that. That was dope. That was dope. All right, let's play some more records, see what's going on. Then we're going to get back to some conversation about a couple of things. It's been a crazy week, last 7 days. Shout out to Gary Archer. He's in the building. You already know. Tapping in. And, yeah, let me rock this.
Wine and draw snatching.
What you say, wine and draw snatching? You funny, man. Shout out to Bionic on that one. All right, Bionic, break that one down.
Hey man, Giveon, bruh. You know, the first time I heard that dude, man, the first time I heard it, I heard a record from him, I was like, yo, this dude is a problem. And his album just dropped. So that's on the album. And it's worth a run. You know what I mean? It's definitely worth a run. You can, if you can't find something on there that you rock with, you might need to reevaluate your likes. You know what I mean? Like, everything on there might not be for you, but it's definitely something on there for you.
Now, what's his story? Because I know he came out with a record like last year that we played, and you know, where's he from? I know he's on Epic. I think he's on Epic. I don't know.
First time I heard him, he was on Drake's. What was it? Nothing Was the Same project.
That's a good start.
What was it? Too Much? I think that's what the record was called that he did, where Drake was talking about his mom and his uncle and his dad and stuff.
Talking about Sampha?
Huh?
You talking about Sampha?
Nah.
Oh, that's who that was. Okay, I got them.
Yeah, because I do remember when Giveon dropped, or somebody thought it was Sampha. He was like, nah, that ain't me.
Yeah.
They do sound like
that. That was the Chicago freestyle last summer.
Yeah. And I think Giveon is from Cali. I think.
He's from IE, like just outside LA.
Okay.
Okay. That's real. Dope. Definitely slow, a little slow, but hey, you know what? Ballads, everything's included. It's all good. All right, let's play something else. Let's check out this record here. Wait, messing up. Here we go.
If I don't hear Zagazao on the remix, bruh, I'm kicking somebody in the chest. I need to hear Zagazao. Like, that's.
Oh God.
Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's the plan.
Yo, is this like the new Diddy era where you just sample like the 20 years younger?
I mean, to be honest though, Chris Brown been
right now.
Chris Brown been doing it, bro.
Not just Chris Brown. Tory Lanez has been doing it.
Whoa.
Right now.
I say Chris.
Always doing that.
I say Chris because Chris was before Tory. So that's why I say Chris. But then Tory came in and took it to another level. But what Tory also did was Tory put the original motherfuckers on the records.
He did do that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Tory put the original motherfuckers on the records. Tory put Luda on shit, like straight up. That motherfucker had 12 on records.
Well, let me say though, I ain't gonna lie. I'm almost in my old man bag. I gotta pull my.
I'm not rocking with that.
You're right, Raven. I can't hate on none of this. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? The sample sounds good, and you can freak it. Hey, more power to you.
Bam, they were saying the same thing about what 90s hip hop was doing. You know what I'm saying? With all the samples then. So we just lived it. We just lived it. You know what I mean? So
but here's the difference though. Here's the thing though, like, certain joints were sampled, flipped, chopped. Now cats is just straight looping. Like with that record, there's nothing original about that record. That might as well be a mixtape.
He was just looping shit and put extra stuff on it, so it's no different.
But he was also
we can't be like that. We can't be like that. We can't be like that. The 90s and 80s done took everything from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, straight jacked it.
Tell them how you feel. Tell them how you feel.
They just took a drum loop, looped the drum loop, had another loop of another, mashed it together. And it wasn't even like Marley Marl was one of the ones that actually took drums and kicks and snares and started playing his own little thing. But before that, Cass would just take one thing, another, put it together, and that was it.
All right, now think about what you just said.
We can't hate.
Wait, think about what you just said. They took one loop, put another loop, and put another loop. They put 3 loops together. That was one joint. That's it. Won't no drum. They didn't take no drums from Daggone Impeach the President and put it on there. They took the loop.
Hold on.
That's completely different.
The Murder Inc., the Diddy era. I mean, listen, there's a records that were just straight looped.
The Kanye West era.
Bangers.
He did it too.
Not yay modulated, like yay pitch shifted. Like there are nuances to it. Like I get it. I totally get it. And again, like there are records I love that are loops. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I don't like some records that are loops. I'm saying I don't like that record. Like that record falls flat to me. It like maybe somebody else could come along and do it, but that record right now sounds like somebody in 2000 did a mixtape and found the instrumental and just jumped on it. To me.
So that's what's the difference then when Fat Joe just did the Light record? It's literally, what record that is off rip as soon as you hear it. And he took Rihanna's voice literally and just took it from another song and made it the hook. Same difference.
And what that producer
think about what you're saying. Taking other if you're building something, I don't have an issue with you building it. If you took a hook from here, took the bass line from here, took the drums from here, took the melody or the chords from here, and then took this loop, you're still putting all that stuff together. That's not what happened on that record.
For that Fat Joe record, that's not what
everybody's going back and forth talking about the young generation, but then everybody's like, well, we did the same thing in 90 when Diddy was doing it. It's true. Like literally, they're just jacking the beat, and that's it. It's true. And I was like,
and like I said, there's certain records that I'm like, yo,
radio, but that record works for radio right there.
Because they came from a different genre of music. Mm-hmm. Now, because they're entrenched in hip hop.
Wait, Buck, what happened?
No, me and Steve was sitting up here talking in the studio about what you guys are talking about because we've had this conversation before. And you guys are right. I mean, you got to think in the 90s, we didn't know those samples from the 60s and the 50s and the 70s. So now that we're older, we know those music. So
the samples.
Exactly. So, the kids, they didn't know these samples. We do, but it's generation, bro. That's what it is.
But like I said, at the same time, that stuff has to be reinforced. Like I've sat down and looked at how some of these joints were broken down. You know what I'm saying? Where there are multiple pieces. Now, I do agree with what you're saying as far as they came from another genre, and that kind of it's a little closer to home because it's the exact same genre. You're basically using the exact same thing. So I get that. And that might be what it is too.
No, but
we just heard it. We just heard it. We just heard it on the Queen Naija joint too. That was nothing more than the popping out the board split.
Right.
Honestly, and it was banging. And it was banging.
Right.
You gotta remember.
Putting a slap in the back. You know what I mean?
Listen, sampling is the basis of hip hop.
It is.
Let's keep it real. Break beats all the way up. That's what it is. So I'm sort of slapping myself for almost hating. Because I was ready to hate.
But again,
that's what I said.
But again, CL.
Old man bag.
But again, CL, just because somebody, like, this is what I used to tell cats, just because it's a sample doesn't mean it's hot. Just because a rapper throws a bunch of big words together don't mean he's lyrically hot. Like, let's not act like just because it's a sample, it's a hot record. We all love what it was built on. The record itself, to me, isn't that good. Now, I may be wrong. 6 months from now, that shit may be number one. And I'm going to be on this bitch talking about, yo, just like Throat Babies. Yo, I didn't like that record. You know what I'm saying? I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. You know what I mean?
But if they would include a dude on that record, would you feel different? If all of a sudden you heard him come on with the zagaza,
I might.
Beanie Man, come on there and just
by the call Beanie Man.
I might. I ain't gonna sit back and lie to you. I might feel different. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just not sold on that record, that performance.
Since we're going in, well, first of all, shout out to DJ Chaz. He said it would sound dope with Popcorn, which is, you know,
I like that.
I like that. So that's some good A&R stuff right there.
So I sent you that record last week, C, because I wanted to catch y'all feels because there was the debate coming around Rennie Rucci versus Mulatto. Because there's been
with the biggest
she calling herself the Queen of the South and Rennie Rucci out of South Carolina. You know what I mean? So there's been a little discussion on the two femcs out the South. You know what I mean?
I think Mulatto got her right now. I ain't gonna lie, but Rennie looked bad.
They kind of sound similar a little bit.
I like Rennie as an artist better, but she hasn't had that breakthrough yet. Like, she's getting ate up because I know a lot of people that have never heard of her. There's a lot of people that have never heard of her. So it's like, you can't claim that when you ain't hit. Nah, you ain't got it.
Mulatto's grinding more right now.
Had a
no disrespect.
Advantage because she won that rap show. You know what I mean? So her,
that's true too.
Persona already kind of was growing. You know what I mean?
Right. But again, like, it's nothing wrong. Like, of course, you're supposed to feel that you're the king or the queen. You're supposed to feel like you're at the top of the game. But like I said, I like Rennie better as an artist, but I would not call her the Queen of the South.
Did you hear the diss
records?
records?
Like that song though, but you don't like that song we just played.
No,
because that was Rennie for you.
Well, did you hear they diss records?
Hey,
go watch the video, see if you feel better about it.
All right, I'll do that.
And I do. I feel very good about it.
I think
I figured you would, Legend. I figured you would. A video will change everything.
I like the record, and I think that like you just said, if you see the video, it gives it a more push. Like back in the days when you hear something and you don't really kind of feel it, but then you see the video and then you're like, oh shit, this is a dope ass record. So I think it's that type of record. I mean, in my opinion.
But y'all know how I feel about that too.
You see the video and you go, yeah, this is a thick ass record. I mean, this is a sick ass record.
but y'all know how I feel about having videos having to sell your songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a big video guy, and I'm like, I'm in the gym listening to, with my headphones on, or I'm in the car. That's where the music speaks to me. I know I'm an anomaly on that.
But that comes down to the individual person, because remember, all of this stuff is about attention at the end of the day.
Right.
Now,
videos help.
Rennie Rucci, she's gonna get your attention on tape, on film.
She will, Father God.
With that, I mean, that's what it is. That's how she sort of came up doing, like, shows and stripper shows and all hosts and stuff. Because she's a Instagram star. Let's be honest.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so what I'm saying is that everything helps you get your attention. Some people might have heard WAP, but then they saw the video, it might have changed for them. You know what I'm saying?
And real quick, going back to what y'all were talking about in the 90s, if you listen, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, yes, all their samples was from the 70s, 60s, 70s, and for somebody to do that Zegazal and sample it, I respect it, and they got a cool vibe, and I like it.
Yeah. I was gonna be honest with you. I was about to get in my old man bag, but you know what? I'm supporting it. I like it. Yeah,
I'm glad you did it.
So for my question for the people that kind of feel a way about it, how do you guys feel about Wild Thoughts with DJ Khaled? I mean, isn't that a direct, like exactly what you guys are saying?
That's what I just was saying about the Light record.
Some of them, let me be honest with you. Some of them for me, maybe like I guess my beef is maybe it's a little bit too early, or my beef is maybe you just didn't flip it right.
That's my beef.
Right. So there's a difference. So like Wild Thoughts, I thought was an early flip. It was a hit. Now, me personally, I thought it was okay. The record's a hit. Doesn't matter what I think. It was a smash. But I thought it was like, it was a little bit so early for that sample, for that flip already. You know what I'm saying?
You think that record came out in what, 2000?
Nah, that record came out maybe 3-4 years ago. No, maybe.
No.
Oh, the original.
The original.
Wyclef joint.
Yeah. The Maria record. Yeah, that came out because that only reason why I remember that is because my mom and them, they got married, and that's what they played at the reception. And I remember that song was real big at that time. That was 2000.
Listen, you either catch it or you don't. If you catch the sample right, fire, you know what I mean? But let me ask you a question, everybody on here. How much of this is forced upon liking, like where, it's everywhere and everybody around you seems to like it, so you sort of fall into it, versus like you genuinely liking something because you just like the feel of it?
50-50.
Okay. So my point is, like, when we played that Queen Naja joint, everybody, the vibe just felt like that was an instant, like, boom. With this, it didn't get the same reaction. We were debating about it.
Can I possibly throw another thought process in there?
Come on.
It might be rapping versus singing. When you singing on something, you adding so many extra layers and elements, harmonies, melodies, counter melodies, so on and so forth, that build up a record. Whereas a rapper, you know what I'm saying, most rappers outside of the melodic rappers are just spitting. And, it's like I said, like, it's different. It's like I said, with that record, for me, it just fell flat. You heard me say I'm a fan of Rennie Rucci. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't know it was her. Just because it's her, don't make me like it now. The other record, she was singing. She's doing her thing, singing, adding her own element to it, making it hers. So
hold on, Bionic. So do you like the Summer Walker version of Usher's "You Make Me Wanna"?
I cannot recall it off the top of my head right now to say yes.
Okay, when you get a chance, just listen to it.
All right.
Isn't Usher on it though? She paid homage
to
Usher.
Yeah, he's on it. But she literally is like the same beat, the same cadence, and all that. And real quick to what CL was saying, when you said it was too soon, how did you feel when David Banner did the record with Chris Brown and Young Jock, and he uses Young Jock's verse from Is Going Down? That was literally a couple years within each other, and he's already sampling literally a newer record and then making money off of that.
Right. Well, like I said,
that was super soon. That was literally maybe 2-3 years.
I'm gonna take it back because it's just like I think Bionic's right. It's about how you flip it, because listen, Wayne freaked the mess out of the Harlem Shake joint. He
the record he did with Swiss Beats.
Yo, he killed that.
Special delivery joint.
Special delivery. Special delivery. The original song was Special Delivery.
And when did that come out?
Also, you have to take in consideration of who the audience is. If you have a younger crowd, they don't know about, it was hot in the 90s. They're really experiencing that song, that instrumental for the first time.
That is true.
And they don't want to buy the music. A lot of us up here ain't really going to buy the music. I mean, we hear it, but some of us will support certain things, but they don't want to really want to stream it. They don't want to really play it, other than if they're not a DJ.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some
That's
of
a
y'all who got
fact.
kids, they don't even know what any of these samples are. Like my sister, she's 17. She didn't even know that Lil Wayne song, like it came from something else. She thought it was brand new. I'm like, nah, that's a flip.
Even Drake, Drake did quite a few, and people thought this shit was
Yeah,
and we
true.
had to correct him. Like, nah, he sampled all that stuff.
This is
That's a
hip-hop.
fact.
Let's keep it real, man. It's hip hop.
How long are we staying there? Let's clear my
That's
phone.
not it for
I
me.
mean, but
She
there
can come
is.
now.
I mean, but there is some younger kids. There is some younger kids that do have parents that they're always rocking 90s stuff, so they do know the music.
Yeah.
Very few.
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, it's like I said, it's about how it's done. For me, it's not about who, it's about how. You know what I mean?
No
like
doubt.
if it's a daggone straight up loop, and somebody like an R&B singer kills it, and they vocalizing all over that thing and got all these twisted parts in it, bruh. If it's fire, it's fire.
Right.
I agree. That's a fact.
You deliver the record or you don't deliver it. Like, you either kill it or you don't kill it. And a lot of it has to do with the MC also. Because the MC, you can have the dopest flip on anything. And if the MC don't or the artist doesn't bring their A game on it, it still falls flat. So, there's a lot to it. Music. All right, let's play some more music because we're going to go into this conversation for a minute. All right, so we're going to play a couple international joints so we get our first guest on. And check this one out from Earl.
I'm fucking with that. That shit is dope. I need that ASAP.
Right. Whoever produced that too niggas is nasty.
No doubt.
Yeah, it was like totally complete. Like the vocals, everything, the sound, the production. Like I need that ASAP. I'm definitely playing that on the show.
It is. I like this. I like this. The slick Top Boy references. Yeah. That's my show. That's the other show. Like Snowfall on here, Top Boys on the other. I like that. So.
Yes, I like that too. What's up, CL?
What's up,
and everybody? Hey, Earl.
How you doing, Shirley?
I'm doing good. I just want to shout out Digiwaxx, my family. CL, I love you so much for just supporting us. I'm sure you guys know what's going on Friday and Saturday. CL, you know what's going on Friday, right?
Yeah.
And Saturday.
Wait, we're gonna get into that because I want you to plug that whole thing. But I do want Earl to break down this record because the support is there. Like, there's one thing, like sometimes when you play international stuff, it doesn't connect over here. Even though we like it, there's like no way to play it. But the fact that Kivar like, yo, I'm gonna play that's something big. So Earl, please just break that down real quick.
Yeah, no doubt. So that was a joint that was called, what is it called? My bad. It's called Fell in Love, pardon me. It's by LD, who's like, he's been around for a while. He's considered, I don't want to say underground legend, but he's pretty widely respected by most people out there. Featuring K-Trap and Rue Mello. Rue Mello was on the vocals and whatnot. So yeah, that was a track that like caught my ear because as I was saying before, it is that evolution of drill into like what they're calling now R&B drill, and just like blending R&B with like hard sounds, like similar to a Bryson Tiller over here with like hard samples and everything from the 90s and whatnot. So, again, like I usually try to show like more the evolution of the sounds and where things are going, and how artists over here can also like plug into the stuff that they're doing over there. Because I think that's a track that's not really, accents aside, it's not really restricted to the UK, like sonically. So,
is that going to be on the website?
Gotta get the DJ pack for that. Earl, you got to work on that one.
I'm on it.
If you can directly to me, Earl, even that one, I don't care if it's pack or not, because I got to make a drill mix. I have to, because I got drill stuff that I want to put together. That was fire.
And it is real nice. And I just sent my information to everyone. Please send me that ASAP.
Gotcha, no problem.
Dope. Real quick, just want to shout out to my man King Lab in the building, tapping in, New York, representing.
So that's something for sure I want to get on my next show.
Which one? That one right there? Okay.
Yeah, that was a real good jump off. That's the best one, to be honest. That's the best one I like today.
Damn, that's what's up. Appreciate you.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Real quick, I just want to shout out to my man King Lab in the building. LaShonda Jacobs, we see you. You know what I mean? DJ Chaz and everybody else. All right, so let's play some more international flavors. Let's see what else we got. Again, these come from Earl. He handpicks them. And he's playing them. So let's see. Did we play this last week? We might have played this one last week, but we're gonna play it again. Here we go. All right.
So that was Fallen by Dark Who. And I know the voice sounds a little masculine, but that's actually a woman. She's Nigerian born, South London raised, and kind of made it a focus for her music to sound I guess as like androgynous as possible. But she's been kind of like leading the line in terms of I guess the genre out there, they're calling like Afro swing. You know, I know we call like pretty much everything that comes over there like Afro beat, but there are like, you know, micro universes like even within that and different genres and whatnot. So yeah, I just thought it was a dope record.
Man, I like that record too. You know, I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn, and it's all West Indian. So any Caribbean vibes like that sound good, I love it. So I'll definitely support that record too.
Dope.
Appreciate it.
DJ Chaz giving some good love. He said, "This is windows down, nice weather with your piece." And I-95, you co-sign that. Facts, 100. And then Chaz also said that UK R&B is crazy. Facts. And James Brown, I like that. So
appreciate you.
Good vibes. All right, let's play this other one.
All right.
All right, here we go. Boom.
All right. That is a song about currency, I guess. It's called Pounds and Dollars, but it was made by two artists named Cash and Millions. Cash, I believe, is more recent on the scene in terms of like popularity. Millions, he's been doing his thing as far as my radar from like 2018, 2017 and whatnot. He was the second artist with a bit more of a unique flow, but I don't know. I was digging energy on that. Millions is dope. Cash is dope to me. Yeah.
Speaking of cash and dollars, make sure y'all buy this crypto called Cardano.
Cardano, yeah.
Already. You know what I mean? So I'm just telling y'all, you know, get your cash and your dollars up, get your crypto on, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? All right. That being said, what y'all think about the record? Okay, this one didn't get the same reaction.
It was cool.
Okay. Is it too British? Sometimes I feel like maybe it's too English for us here in America.
Yeah, I think it was a little extra.
That's fair.
I mean, the vibe is cool. That's something that you can mix in, but like it's too long when you hear the whole thing, in my opinion. Like that's something like if you're playing like the 5 at Drive, people coming home and you getting the party started real quick in the car on the radio, you play it, but then I would fade it out. I won't play the whole record. I'm just keeping it a buck.
Right. Well, I still think there's like a ways to go. Like I felt the first song was a record that could cross over from the UK to here. You know, the second one was definitely more of a UK R&B with it was like a definitely international sounding R&B, almost dancehall-ish type of record, which has a space here too. But then this one we're still not all the way there with the UK US hip hop collaborations yet. We're on our way, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's good to keep pushing it because something's gonna break through, and that's gonna be great for everybody. So that's just what it is.
It's gonna be Drake, bro. Drake gonna fuck around and have a British dude on his shit, and then it's gonna be the hottest shit ever.
He already did that with Afro beats though.
So you saying he can't do it again? Is what you're telling me?
No, I'm not saying he can't, but you know, it's certain things like even the Only You freestyle with Heady One. Heady One's the biggest nigga out there. Excuse my language.
right
That's
now.
the biggest dude out there right now.
Right.
Because of Drake, though.
What's up?
But because of Drake.
He was He was already the biggest dude out there. I mean, Drake getting on that song, like, you know, helped stamp it and all that. But nah, had he been doing this thing, he's been called the king of drill from a few years ago.
Okay, that's real. All right, speaking on two things. One, Drake, I was going to see if we were going to get through this call without mentioning Drake, but obviously
of course not. Drake and Beyonce, they're mentioned every call. Got to.
This is crazy. But Drake became the first artist to ever have all three positions
in the same week. Billboard Top 100.
That's the first time ever?
Yeah.
You know how long people have been making music and that's never happened before?
Because people ain't put out 3 songs at the same time before.
Yes, they have. And
people put out 2 packs and 3 packs all the time.
Yeah. You got look at the era that we're in, right? And I'm still thinking traditionally because, you know, now that everything is digital, the charts have changed tremendously over the past 5 years, let's say, with streaming and everything like that.
Right.
I mean, hell, Summer Walker was breaking records. You feel what I'm saying? But Summer Walker as an entity, like, I love her music, but as an entity, Summer Walker she broke Beyonce's record, but she ain't nowhere near Beyonce's level. You feel what I'm saying?
But are you saying that Drake is pretty much that position he's a paper champion?
No, what I'm saying is Drake, there's 4 people that move the earth. That's Drake, Rihanna, Beyonce, Jay-Z. Okay? Anytime they do something, it's going to move the earth.
I want to throw Bruno Mars into that. I'm going to say
is Drake in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
He will be.
Because believe it or not, they're trying to get this bitch ass nigga Tekashi 6ix9ine, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just reached out to him to get in there.
I don't believe that.
For what?
No, I'm dead serious.
You might be. You might be serious, but I don't.
So many hits, like so many Billboard hits he had too. They're reaching out to him because look at all the hits he had. Like it's just numbers. It's about the numbers. At the end of the day, it's business.
That was for 2 years though.
You know what I mean? But I couldn't believe when I heard that. My man just told me that.
Hits.
Like I said, I don't believe that. You feel what I'm saying? Like CeCe Peniston had hits.
Why y'all trying to throw the left hook at Fetty Wap though?
No, because he had 5 songs out at one time on Billboard, and it was all killing.
But you're right about that. You're right about that. When Drake or Jay-Z or Beyonce, when they drop a single or something like that or a project, they do shake the earth. You're right about that. That's a fact.
Problem with numbers.
I would put Kendrick in there though too.
Numbers are good, but they don't necessarily mean like they don't mean that you're great. Hype is hype.
I've been saying that for years.
That's right, CL. That's right, CL. I agree.
We also didn't need the internet for that. You know what I'm saying? If we base the rap Mount Rushmore off of album sales, it'd be Vanilla Ice, MC Hammer, 50 Cent, and Nelly.
How you ain't putting Eminem up there? Eminem done went diamond 4 times.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
So you got to put Eminem up there above.
The number one.
I'm not trying to give, like any kind of.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
What I'm saying is,
but the number one rap single of all time, I know this is our subject, is from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the intro. That's the number one that gets spins, that because it's on TV. That's actually the number one single of all time. Because
I thought it was Baby Got Back.
No, from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Wait,
that's the number one. That's the number one rap single.
Syndication.
I was gonna say one last thing about the Drake. For me, like, people can feel however they might want to feel about the song, but dude's been out for like 12, 13 years now. And at this point in his career, he's still breaking records of like that kind of magnitude.
Isn't all 3 songs on the Billboard right now? He got 1, 2, and 3 spots.
But that's what we're talking about.
All the time of music that we've all been, when the Billboard Top 100 has been recording what takes place from week to week. I know there have been changes, don't get me wrong. I know things have moved around. But for that to happen at this point in your career, that's a big accomplishment, man.
You're right. You're
No
1,000% right. And like I said, like when I'm talking about these, like you said, numbers don't lie, but they don't tell the whole story either. However, in a situation like this, it's purely about numbers. And like let's do this. Let's talk DMX. I love DMX, right? DMX was the first person to have his first 4 albums drop at number 1, right? Like
yes, sir.
Also the first dude to go platinum twice in the same year.
Right.
In the same, yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. That's a fact.
Now,
That's
with that being said, DMX is from an era of where like DMX dropped albums with no competition. And when I say that, no, listen, wait, hear me out. Don't jump on me just yet. DMX dropped that first album when there was nothing else dropping. Like this Friday is going to be 30 albums dropping, 40 albums, 50 albums dropping. When DMX dropped his albums, they were dropped strategically when there was no other heavyweight challenger that had an album out within that time frame.
DMX dropped at the same time as the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
All right.
What are we arguing about right now?
I'm not even arguing. I just don't.
I'm a double check. I'm a double check. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Bottom line. Nah, what you saying?
Hold on. Let me go back.
I shout out to Kamish, I guess.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill, no doubt. But bottom line is, the point is, Drake just broke another fucking record.
Right.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Crazy.
That's dope.
Congratulations, Drake.
Big up to Drake. That was the point. Listen.
And the crazy shit is that when I hear people on radio, like my friend DJ Enough on Hot 97 and my relationships in Chicago and in LA, the LA leakers and stuff, they like a lot of people don't have him in the top 10.
How is that possible?
I don't know. A lot of people don't mention him on their top 10, and that's crazy to me.
I don't know how.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
they leave him out like they leave Big Pun out.
Now, to add to what you're saying, CL, like to add to what you're saying, with albums and songs dropping like on the regular basis, that makes it even more impressive of what Drake is doing.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about the numbers thing. It's like and I just checked, Earl. DMX album dropped in May.
Yeah,
Lauryn Hill's album dropped in August. So like I said, DMX didn't have no competition.
Nah, 91 was still a crazy year. If I'm not mistaken, that
was a crazy year.
And Capone, it was Jay-Z. In my lifetime, it was Nas. No, it was 97, I think.
Wait a minute, I had a question.
Let's not act like 98 was like a dry spell.
No, I'm not saying it was a dry year. I'm saying
was hot. There was a lot of.
I'm just saying he slipped in the crack of a time where it was a downward slope of whoever had dropped before him. Their sales were dipping. He got in the door right there. That's what I mean. I'm not saying it was a whack year.
But he's also one of those artists, like he's totally unique, right? So nobody will ever sound like DMX. Nobody's ever gonna, bark on records and spit that passionately about what he believes in, from God to everything else.
Right.
He that type of guy. So you either hated him or loved him. And at that point, he did sell like a lot of records, man.
He did. He did.
I felt like he was just so unique compared to everybody else. But wait, I got to bring it back to Drake. One more thing. So Grammys just took place on Sunday. We all watched it or whatever the case. Was Drake nominated for any Grammys?
He didn't put out any music.
Of course he did.
What?
He might not have put out an album, but he definitely dropped a few singles.
No, that's not.
Nah, I don't think he.
The last year he didn't drop any singles.
His last project, Scorpion, was 2019.
No, but I thought he did drop some singles after that.
Yeah, he did drop one single. He did that. He had that single with Bad Bunny.
Yeah, that's not gonna get Grammy consideration.
Yeah, nah.
All right. Well, listen, I'm sorry, Drake. We thank you for your contribution.
But yeah, Drake. Yeah, but like I said, that's what.
No, he had Tootsie Slide. No. He had Tootsie Slide. He had Desires. Yeah, he had stuff out. He had singles out. He put them out.
You're right. But you know, hey.
This is crazy. All right,
yeah, like everything that Drake is doing now is even more impressive because, like I said, the market is so saturated with stuff that he can crack through. Part of it is name, but part of it is just because the music is good too. Like,
right,
it's both.
At the end of the day, he's gonna go down as one of the best hip hop artists. You know, one of the greatest of all time.
Just artists.
I think artists. Drake is gonna get I think he should be. I do think that he'll kind of get like what I call like the T-Pain treatment, where people try to downplay his contribution when it's like, dude, are you fucking serious? Like,
that's only on a hip hop side.
But check this out. When he walks in the room, when he walks in any room, and there's other, it could be Jay there, it could be anybody there, 50 Cent there, anybody, Snoop there, like they be like, all right, that's that dude. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
But that's no different than anything else. The industry respects other industry professionals, whereas the common people look at dumb shit.
Yo, I don't want to say this in any kind of disrespectful manner, but you know, it's not like we talking about. It's not like Drake is like a Ludacris kind of rapper.
You're right.
Like, with all due respect to Ludacris and his success and everything he does, it's incredible. Just in film, entertainment, philanthropy, all of that. You know, I think that, you know, there's times where Ludacris is discredited for his quality as an artist because of his style. I don't think that that's going to happen with Drake.
I think Drake's catalog of quality is so long.
He really got more slaps than the Beatles.
No, he has
literally more slaps than the Beatles.
I'm glad you.
I went to a Drake concert. I went to the Drake concert when he dropped Scorpion. Yo, dog, he ain't do no other records, and the place I was next to the New York Yankees, and these guys was damn near stomped me out because they was jumping so high. My point is, he got hits for days. We're not even talking about the stuff he's featured on. Forget the fact that Young Blue is #1 right now on the urban chart, featuring Drake.
Yeah.
#1 record on the urban chart right now, featuring Drake. Anyway, let's play some more music. We can get into this all day. This is like sort of what we do. All right.
No, great conversation, team. Great conversation, team.
Oh, absolutely. All right, let me know what y'all think about this. This is new shot to Troy Marking, or is he singing?
I don't know, but it was short.
Yo, the new records are like 2 minutes long, B.
Man, we've had this discussion 5 times.
That's not rapping. Come on.
That's melodic. That's melodic rap, bro. That's melodic rap.
Come on, let's.
But let me ask you though. If you go, all right, so boom, we a year later, we're back at the Grammys, and that shit is up. What category does it go under?
Best melodic rap performance.
Is that a category? That's the category that you're talking about, Queen? You serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, God, best melodic rap performance.
That's what Post Malone is.
Best rap song too. He had 2 nominations.
They low key need like an alternative hip hop.
He had best melodic and best rap song. He was competing with Savage, Rockstar, The Box. So.
Okay, wait. So now you're talking about Drake, Queen. You going back to Drake? Is that what we're doing? Queen, are we talking about Drake?
Yes.
Okay. I knew we had a banger that we forgot about. Last Night I Cried Later was a banger. I don't care what nobody say that joint blew Dirk out of the water. Dirk is charging something like $100,000 for a feature because of Drake.
Yeah, that was Drake.
It's all love. Shout out to the Columbia team. They're starting to tap in right now. My man Moses and who else is there? Jason Griffin. We got our big Stunt stepping in the room. While they're doing that, I think we should maybe play another song and get it going before we get new artists in the building. I'm gonna play this just because I felt like we played it, but I don't remember if we played it or not. But let's get some feedback on this. I need some feedback on this from everybody. Nigga. No, I'm just joking.
Yo, real quick, I need that ASAP too. That's fire.
Nah, no doubt. That's a new Little Scrappy right there. That's new, my man, Little Scrappy. Shout out to Atlanta. Hey, shout out to my man Moses in the building. You already know. Shout out to my man Jason Griffith. You know, new music.
Yo, CL, I don't want to be rude, but shout out to all the DJs on the chat, on the Zoom. You know what I'm saying? Treat every day like it's your last day, but I gotta go. But I just want to say it's a blessing for me to be on here, you know, and we talk music and stuff like that. I need that last joint. I'm feeling it. And everybody, you know what I'm saying, on the chat, you know, reach out to me. You know, let's all network. Let's all stay a team and keep networking and moving forward.
Yeah, keep on. You're gonna miss my man Big Stunt's interview, man. We want you on there. But all right, I understand. I know you're moving and grooving.
Oh, he's coming on right now?
I think he's coming on now, right? Jason or Moses, what's happening? How y'all
okay, nah, I'm gonna stay on there then. I'll stay here.
Okay, cool. Moses, what's happening?
What up, big dog? He should be coming in a second.
Yeah, you good. How's Atlanta treating you, man?
It's lovely. It's a little rainy today, but other than that, it's lovely. What's up, everybody?
We good. What up?
JB.
We're gonna say, yeah, you know, everybody was talking about that crazy shit that happened down there last night or yesterday.
Hey, he's hopping in right now, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
About the spa. The spa stuff.
Man. What's like, you know, we need like Atlanta. We love y'all, man. You know, crazy stuff going on everywhere. I don't know what that was about, but we're not gonna go too much into it because it got nothing to do with anybody personally here. But it's just crazy everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
Anyway,
well, it's a different era, you know, but you know that's why we just got to put Christ first, you know, Jesus first, and stay safe.
That is a fact. That is a fact, man. Try to keep it.
We got Big Stunt in the room.
Okay, what's happening, Big Stunt? How you doing, man?
What's good? How you doing?
Oh man, everything's good, man. Blessed, man. Everybody's just doing what you got to do. Yeah, man, getting it in and just you know, taking time to join, man. This is how you do it, man. I'm with the good guys over at Columbia. They showing you what to do, and all you got to do is just show up and do it. So that's what it is, man. Before we play some music, man, where you tapping in from?
I'm at where I'm from or where I'm at now?
No, where you at now?
Oh, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, shout out to Charlotte. You know, we got DJs in here from Carolinas and all that good stuff. So it's all love. And so yeah, let's talk about where you're from. Let's talk about how you got into the game. You know, what was your motivation to sort of start rapping? And you know,
I got you.
Mm-hmm. So how'd you get started, my brother? Like, you know, how'd you get like the motivation to become an MC?
Really, how I got started rapping is because my homeboy, his name Big J5, he was rapping like a little before me, but I never really wanted to rap. I was always playing football and out just doing me or whatever. So when he started, one day he got me to hop on a song with him, and it went from there. Like, but I think I actually got potential to do this, and that's why that's what really motivated me. My homie got me to rap. Once I made that song with him, I was like, yeah, I can do this. So I started.
Dope. And where are you from originally?
I'm from York, South Carolina, down here, a little small city, you know, but I made it what I made it do, did what it had.
Man, shout out to South Carolina, man. Shit, love South Carolina. It's a good state.
Yeah.
It's always fly, for real, man. It's Charleston and Columbia and all of that good stuff. It's all love. So how's success treating you so far, man? Before we play the music and the videos and all the stuff, how you liking all of the attention and your success? You know, how you feeling about everything?
I mean, I feel good about it. I'm just doing me at the end of the day, just staying in my own lane, being a confident person like I am. And I'm just feeling real blessed. I just hope things keep on being success. Like, you know, I'm gonna just do my part and hopefully it come out how it should.
No, I respect that, man. I respect that. All right, let's get into the video. We're gonna play the official Capitalize Off Pain official music video first, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to you some more and keep it going and grooving and moving and all that good stuff. Cool? All right, let's do it.
I already know that you look like that. You can see.
Yeah, man, dope shit.
There is your thing.
Things that I thought was real about that song.
You're going to look like little baby.
Oh, 1 second. Anyway, one of the things I liked about that record was like the story that was connected to it and why you made the song. First of all, condolences, but if you don't mind, tell everybody, what was the motivation behind Capitalize Off Pain?
Oh, Capitalize Off Pain came about. My grandfather had died, so I started. I was going through pain and whatever. Everybody go through pain at a point of their life. So I felt like I should put it in a song. So I came up with that Capitalize Off Pain line, and I came back like months later and finished it or whatever, and then went from there. It went up.
No question.
Man, I'm feeling that record.
Appreciate that.
I'm feeling that record 110%. CL, I'm really feeling that record. I really like it, and I feel your pain because everyone has losses in their lives. And sometimes when you make a record with emotions, it just comes out well. It just comes out real well, and I respect that.
Right.
Yeah, man. Before I play the next joint, and that's what I was trying to say. Like at the end of the day, when you can find a way to turn a really tragic situation or a tough situation into motivation, into a positive thing, into a win, and use it to carry not just yourself, but I see you got your whole town in the video. That's a powerful sign, bro. So big up to you for that, and stand behind you with that, man, because I know that couldn't have been easy. So,
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Just keeping it 1,000 with you,
Yeah.
Word up, man. So before we play this next record, the EP, right?
Yeah.
What's the EP all about? And when's it gonna drop?
The EP all about trying to get like a message out, not just a message, but like really to stop other artists that was in my position that come from a small city, hearing all your life, you can't do this because ain't nobody else did, to get them to strive and the motivation to keep going, keep their head on and always work. And it's called In My Blood, and it should be dropping very soon.
Okay, dope, man. How many records? 7, 8, 6?
Nah.
Okay, dope. Okay, I'm rocking with it. All right, let's play this record because this is the one we rocking with right now. I know this is like the major single, but we're gonna come back after we play this. I got some other questions, and we're gonna rock. We with Big Stunt, y'all. Word up.
What the fuck is you making? On getting hot every second is rain. Shooting inside of us. Here we got him. Better than dub. Take out Zoom. If you and Doug. Get you and people here.
But I got blue.
Hot, so we needin' a fan. Living life, I'm space anything. Fuck you and this fucking look plan. Sit back and I swear I just did.
My bad, y'all. Let's realize
Vegas got more Bloods than Crips.
Hold on. My bad.
Blue sneakers and then the blue on the top, and you don't want nobody to, you know what I mean? Bang out on him.
All right, y'all ready? All right, here we go. Dope. All right, back in the building. Big Stunt, you already know.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm in the studio right now.
Okay, getting it in. All right. So let's get into it a little bit more. Inspirations, who'd you listen to growing up, who inspired you to really pour your heart into your music?
Rich Homie, Quan, Boosie. Rich Homie, Quan, Boosie, and I probably have to say Lil Wayne.
And then collaborations for the future. Who do you want to rock with?
I want to work with a lot of South Carolina artists. Carolina's period, The Baby, Black Zach, Tootsie, yeah.
Let me open it up. Anybody got anything they want to say? Any questions they want to ask? Any messages of positivity? You got Big Stunt. He's in the building. This is the time.
I want to say, I want to ask, your collaborations. Like, if you did a collaboration, like on the West Coast, who would you work with?
Really, I don't even want to say like who because I'll work with anybody. Really, as long as you feel me, I feel like anybody that want to work with me, I want to work with, I always help each other. So really, a lot of people, anybody.
Okay, because I just want to say that I got a good ear for music. I heard 2 joints and I like it, so I know the rest of the music is nice. I want to congratulate you on doing great work. Stay focused. Be safe. Put Christ first.
Yeah, appreciate.
I'm rocking with your music. I'm sure CL is gonna send it to me, and then the DJ pack and all that, and I'm gonna play it on my radio show, and I'm gonna support you. It's all about upbringing the youth and stuff like that. And I say the youth because I'm an old head,
right?
But I respect the younger generation, and I respect your music. I really like both records. Yo, great stuff, bro. Great stuff.
Appreciate you for sure. Appreciate you.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm definitely messing with this record that you just put out. I like the video. Who produced it actually?
The Money Gang?
Yeah.
Try Bishop.
Okay. Where's he from?
Atlanta. No, he ain't from Atlanta. He's from, I don't want to say it wrong. I feel like it's Minnesota, but I don't want to say it wrong.
Did he produce anything else for you, or is that the only record?
Not something that's out now. He ain't produce. He only produced Money Gang right now, but he produced a lot of my music. He's my main engineer.
Okay, no, he's dope. But yeah, I like y'all how y'all work together and stuff, and the records that he's done for you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Dope. Okay, so listen, go ahead. Anybody else? I think James Brown gonna say something. Go ahead.
What up, Big Stunt? James Brown here in Long Beach, California, man. I like that second one the most, but the flow and everything, the hook part, and I like how you spit that verse. What you say, if you ain't got beef gravy, don't ask for no beef.
Oh, I had if you ain't got green, don't ask for no feet. But yeah, same thing.
Okay. I'm on some hip hop shit. I thought you was battling.
You started a bar, James.
yeah. I thought he was like, if you ain't got no gravy, don't ask for no beef.
Same thing.
You on the money. I ain't mad at you for sure. Keep going, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Hey, Stunt, I had a question because we were having a discussion before you got on. How you feel about sampling in hip hop?
You say what?
How you feel about sampling in hip hop? Because we're seeing a lot of re stuff that a lot of us came up in the 90s with. So
yeah.
How you feel about using samples in your songs?
Oh, I mean, I feel all good about it. I mean, because if somebody want me to sample something, that actually means a lot. That's a mess. So I mess with all the samples and all that. I feel good about all that.
Hey, Stunt, is Lonzo Ball gonna be the Rookie of the Year?
Who?
I mean, is LaMelo Ball gonna be Rookie of the Year?
He probably is. He leading everything. He first in everything, but you never know. I think he's gonna get it though. He should.
Will the Knicks make the playoffs?
Who?
Will the New York Knicks make the playoffs?
Nah, I don't see it happening right now.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
I feel like they need me on the court. If I was on the court, then we'll make it out to the championship. You feel me? But
oh shit!
But I bet he feel like the Hornets gonna make it though.
Nah, I
got a better chance.
There's Brooklyn and the Lakers. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Can't nobody in the East make it. Hey. I like the Celtics. Can't nobody in the East make it without getting through them. So you feel me?
Okay. So Big Stunt. You played basketball in high school or college? What?
I played basketball a little bit. Football is my main thing, though. I'm official on the field.
Okay. What position?
Any sport you can line me up with your best man, and I'm going. You feel me? Win. You feel me? That's just how
What was your position when you played football and basketball?
Football, I played corner and wide receiver. Basketball, I was everything. But I'm way better in football though. Football is my sport.
So who's Big Stunt's teams? NFL and NBA.
NBA, Boston Celtics. NFL, Indianapolis Colts.
All right. How the hell did you become a Boston Celtics fan? We got to talk about this.
Right.
I grew up hanging around my uncle a lot, and one of his homeboys, man, he put that in my mind. Boston Celtics and the Colts, bro, and it just stuck with my whole.
Okay, that's real talk. That's real talk. What up, Billy Knight? Word up. We here with Big Stunt.
What up?
We appreciate you joining in, man. This is what we do every week. New Music Wednesdays. We actually played one of your records about 3 weeks ago, which was the Money Gang record. And thank you all for coming on, man. Shout out to Columbia.
Appreciate you having me, man.
You know, I think one of the dope things about this is that, you know, this is a way that a lot of us do still connect. Obviously, we've been on a few of these, and you know, you got real people on here, real DJs, real music people. And you know, as your career goes, man, you have people that met you today that will support you as you keep on, man. So you know, keep doing your thing, man. Keep balling, you know, musically.
Appreciate all y'all for getting on, taking the time.
You know, they saying you ain't got no jump shot, no left hand, so I don't know what's going on.
Now, anybody can see me, man. Anybody.
That's what's up, man. Hey, Jason, you want to say anything, man?
Shit, man. I just like Stunt said, you know, thank you guys for taking the time out your day to just rock with us. We truly appreciate it. And, you know, we definitely can't do it without the DJs. And Stunt being so young in his career, he knows that. And he wanted to make sure that he took some time out to rock with y'all. So thank you guys once again.
Right.
Hey, one more thing, Stunt. When are you going to have your first NFT drop, man? When are you going to drop the first big Stunt NFT?
What you mean?
So this is like the new craze in music and really art, where people are taking you know, let's say the cover of your new album, right? The new EP that comes out, right? What you can do is pretty much tokenize it to make it an NFT, a non-fungible token, and maybe you want to add a piece of music to it, right? And
I get, yeah.
Sell it on an Ethereum blockchain auction site. So man, people.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay, so you're gonna do one, man. We want to support it, man. If you're gonna do the NFT,
I do one just since you said something. I do. I do.
Get money, brother. Get money, man. That's your money. You get to keep that money. Word up, man. You know, so all love. All right. Anybody else got anything else they want to say? We got Big Stunt before he signs off. This is your last chance. If not, I'm gonna let this young brother go do his thing.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. That first record was hard. I really like the fact that what you put in it and how it's touching, but it's not like a sort of downer record. It has a bop to it, but the message behind it is hard. You know, it kind of reminds me when I heard Pop Smoke PTSD. Like that record kind of touches me. Like everyone else was saying, you know, everybody lost somebody. So the fact that you could hear that, feel that, and it's not like a record that puts you in a bad place, you know, kind of uplifts you. So I definitely rock with that. And I'm definitely looking forward to that EP for sure.
Bet. Thank you, man, once again.
Appreciate your time.
Go ahead, Earl.
No, I'm saying appreciate your time. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, just like sharing music with us and also, you know, investing in your career as well. I was curious, are you guys, is there any way to keep in touch with you guys for any like considerations for the future, like opportunities, whether it's like here or abroad or anything?
Yeah, so you can get my info from CL, and then once you tap in with me, I'll patch you in with his manager.
All right, for sure. Appreciate it.
Stunt said for the ups, do the ups.
All right. Well, Stunt, I know you in the studio, make another smash, do your thing. We're gonna let you rock out, and we'll see you soon, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You too. Appreciate you.
No doubt. Love is love. Word up, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, Jay, thank you, man.
Thank you guys for having us.
You guys want to take a second just to talk about what's going on with Columbia music and what what's going
on? Man, to be honest, Big Stunt.
That's the focus. Okay. Hey, man.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, here we go. All right, Big Stunt, Money Gang, of course, and Lil TJ calling my phone.
True indeed. Shout out to little TJ. We gotta bring this. I know he's busy, but that's my man. He got to come on one time, show some love. We always show TJ love.
I'm going to pee real quick.
Huh?
Word up. So
pee real quick, man.
Go.
A lot going on today, man.
I just had to mute him. I just had to mute him. Pardon that.
There's all types of shit going on. Shout out to everybody in the building. Jay, I'm gonna let you do your thing, and I'm gonna play a song in the meantime, just so we could bring in our next artist and reset the whole energy of the room. All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having us.
Peace.
You guys.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. It's not playing. That's sort of weird. 1 second, y'all. Let me try to get this to play as we reset this room. Okay, it's not playing. That's weird. Let me play something else. New Music Wednesdays. Shout out to everybody in the building. Yeah, got our next guest in the house. Legends, real humble brothers doing their thing, representing. I don't know. They don't really need an introduction, but I gotta give y'all an introduction because shoot, y'all took y'all time to jump on here. We got Shazam and GI, also as the legendary H-Town in the building, representing that Houston, Texas vibe, man. How's everything going, man?
Yes, sir. Everything's good, man. How you?
Oh man, we great, man. Hey Shazam, I think you're on mute. Yeah, I think you're on mute, brother. But
I sure was.
yeah,
everything good. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. First of all, how y'all doing down there in Houston, man? I know they had some crazy storms for the last couple of weeks, and then did y'all have another storm like the other day again, or what's popping? Okay. Been seeing some wild stuff,
man. But don't jinx us though. You know how Texas weather is.
Y'all get those tennis ball hail and all types of. Be safe out there. First of all, what have y'all been up to, man? I know y'all been making music for a long time. But what's been going down lately?
Well, mainly we've been we've been touring, man. We never really stopped touring, you know what I'm saying? So and then we've been in the lab working on our new album, you know what I'm saying? We just dropped the new EP Date Night that's out now, all digital platforms. So just between touring and in the studio, finishing up this new project, working on a couple of other business ventures. That's kind of what we've been doing. So it's like the pandemic kind of allowed us to really just focus on getting the project done because, we were so much on the road. Sometimes it was hard for us to even get the new project done, No,
I understand, man. I totally understand that. Yeah, the pandemic has been crazy. How's Houston right now, by the way, with all of that? I know the Texas is open. What's the vibe like?
Houston's good, man. Houston's good. Yeah. Houston ain't gonna change, man. Once you let us out, we out.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. They partying like it ain't a pandemic out here, like it ain't a COVID or nothing. Yeah. So, they still partying. The only thing we have to little freeze thing, but now that's over with. People back partying again, man.
Wow. Well, shout out to that, man. Yeah, man. It was good, man. Shout out to DJ Swerve. He's the one who sort of reached out, was like, yo, H-Town got a new joint. So before we get into like a whole lot of other conversations, because I'm sure a lot of people got a lot of questions and everything, I just want to play the song and let everybody vibe on that, and then come back. And then we're gonna open up and just talk to H-Town. It is what it is.
Yeah. Which one you for the play? I don't know.
I think we're gonna play Date Night. I think that's the main single, right?
Super Love.
Oh, Super Love. Okay.
Yeah, Date Night is the title. We have the title cut on there, but Super Love is the main single.
Okay, that's what we're gonna play. Let's get into Super Love right now with H-Town.
Yeah.
Right.
Super Love, baby.
Super musical too, man. That shit got a lot of shit going on. Electric guitar all over the place. It's like y'all pick it up like, y'all, this is like y'all lame, bro. How's the reception been on it so far?
Oh man, I mean, people been going crazy over it, man. You know, the album came out and debut went top 10, debut number 12, and then went top 10 on iTunes like in a day. Like went to all the way like to number 6 on iTunes, number 66 in different countries out of the top 100 albums, you know, iTunes. And it felt good because it's all independent, man. You know, this is me and Gia just been like working hard because like we don't have the major machines. So we basically doing a lot of things ourselves, and we have, you know, our staff, we have a small staff, but it felt really good to get top 10 on iTunes and also debut number 1 on iTunes featured R&B Soul, they front page. You know, iTunes like the album so much they debuted at number 1. So shouts out to iTunes and Apple Music and Spotify.
Nah, that's dope, man. Definitely gonna play another track, but before we do that, I know the chat was going crazy. You got all types of damn. It's a note for me from Queen B. DJ Califia said yes, H-Town come through. So I want to open it up. I know y'all got questions. I know y'all got things y'all want to say. Everybody just, you know, this is H-Town, man. You got them here. You got G.I. and Shazam. Let's go.
Hey, man.
They say.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I got one thing to say. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm laughing because when CL was like, yeah, what y'all been doing? He was like, yeah, man, we've been touring. When I went to damn London for the Raiders game a couple years ago, me and my dad walking, I see this big ass sign talking about R&B legends H-Town performing. I was like, man, why the fuck can't I be here for this shit? Like, I want to be here for this. So it was like, you know, and that was like 2 years ago. So, you know what I mean? Like, hey, man, great to hear y'all back, man, and do the damn thing.
Hey, man, thanks for all that love and support, man. And, you know, we love to hear talking to the R&B fans and the R&B lovers, man. We just on a mission to try to get this R&B thing back mainstream again. You know what I'm saying? Been working hard. So, man, most definitely, man, hopefully one day you get a chance to catch us, man, in a city near you real soon.
They say R&B is dead. Somebody lying. Somebody's definitely lying.
Yeah. It never dies, man. That's what we trying to, you know, and then the thing about on this album, this EP date night, we collab with our girls, Cut Close, another 90 group. We collab with a group called Shy, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, our homie Little Flip. So we went back and got our peers, man, and did a collaboration with a lot of the peers to represent the 90s R&B. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's dope. We got to put some more joints. My question to y'all was like, you know, how does it feel to be independent and being successful versus being signed and successful, you know? Because, well, first of all, y'all are doing something that a lot of groups can't do, which is like come with hits after the label, you know, years later, and just keep yourselves like up and relevant. It's definitely a dope thing. Because I know a record like this, Urban AC Radio, and that network is just eating it up. So how does it feel, you know, being independent and successful versus being signed and successful?
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing, though. We've always been independent. Look, Record was independent. We was never signed to a major. So we've always been independent from day one. But now, I mean, we was distributed through Sony, which is a major, but we were still independent. We didn't have no major backing. But now it's all us. It's just H-Town fronting the bill. So it feels good, man, just to be running your own label, your own team, and doing it the way you want to do it.
And the thing about it, man, with me, what we've been working on is with our company is to get the structure together. You know what I'm saying? We dropped a couple of projects out there that didn't really get the light like we wanted, but you know, we worked on in-house is to get the structure. So once we kind of got our structure right and able to release the records properly to the world, they doing a lot better than they was the last time we came. But so like G.I. said, we classify as H-Town as being one of the biggest selling independent R&B groups in the world. We never even been with a major, and even the distributor was independent. Relativity was a independent distribution company through Sony. You know what I'm saying? So everything through Red Distribution. So everything just been independent. So what we did was we kind of worked out and got our structure together, and we turned out to have a better, much success this time around.
Awesome. No, that's dope, man. You know, I didn't know that. I thought that you all, was signed to a bunch of people, but that's awesome that y'all been independent all the time. I think that's like a Houston cultural thing. Like, you know what I mean? After Houston always start out, moving stuff out the trunk, you know what I mean? And they get their weight up and they do what they want to do. You know, nobody's ever really tied down. It's like, definitely. Historically.
Well, no, we was tied down to Luke Records, but what people don't realize, Luke Records was the first Master P. Luke Records was the first cash money. Though we were signed to an independent label, black owned, and at the time it was unheard of for an R&B group to sell over 1 million albums independently. So we did that with Luke Records. We were signed to them, but the thing about it was straight independent. It was not a major backing like that. And so then we kind of, what we learned from Luke Records, we just took it and put it, all the things we learned and put it into H-Town Music. So that's what we're doing right now.
Dope. Billy Knight, you look like you're going to say something.
No, I'm good.
Okay, dope.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Just like with you guys coming, from your independent grind and like having been out at this point, like multiple decades, you were inducted into like the R&B Hall of Fame in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Just like how's that felt as I guess like a stamp on your career or just like a impetus to move forward? How's that been?
Oh, that felt really well, man. It just kind of solidified that people appreciate that the work and the art that H-Town has put out there for us when it comes to music and our overall career. We was very honored that they want to put us in that. And it just lets you know all the hard work and all this blood, sweat, and tears that we've been doing since we've been in this music video. It all paid off for us to get that accomplishment.
Most definitely.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? 28 years in the game now, March 17th marked our 28th year anniversary. So
yeah.
You're saying today pretty much is your 28-year anniversary.
Yeah. And the good news, man, we still got a lot left, man. We still young. I mean, because people don't realize how young H-Town was when we came out, man. We was only 16, 17 years old when Knocking the Boots out. People don't realize how young we was, and we was singing those songs, and they used to call us Baby Lukes. When Luke discovered us, he discovered us because he like, wow, these guys remind me of myself, but they singers. Luke, basically he was on the rap tip, and we was on the singer tip, so he signed us off that, man. But we still fairly young, man. I feel like I really do feel like I'm about 27, 28, man. I don't even feel so I got a lot left in me, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's great for you guys to be here and just to see that story. Like I was catching ass whoopings and Knocking the Boots when I was like 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And, we're adults now, but it's dope that you guys are still making dope music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, we want to play another song off the EP. Trying to figure out which one you want to rock with, man. Body Right, First Date, Lay You Down. You got joints, got green.
Well, you know what? We could go with the Lay You Down. The Lay You Down is kind of like a song we did. Because me and G, I think we on this thing of trying to bring R&B back, man. And this song here, man, Lay You Down, we kind of gave shots out to some of our other peers in the game, like Silk, Genuine, 112. We gave shots out to their name of the record because we really, man, trying to actually be one of the groups, and we one of the legendary groups and pioneers to try to unify the R&B world and bring it back. So, like, we feel like if that song blows up, everybody around us, our peers, blows up with it to help bring the 90s back. You know what I'm saying? So let's try that. Lay Me Down.
All right, let's do it.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's it, baby. Lay you down, baby.
No, it's dope, man. Like it just stays within man, R&B, man. Honestly, it was a second where R&B was really like in trouble, man. And now I feel like it's saving music all the way around, or at least balancing it out.
Balancing out a little bit, yes. So, that's what we trying to do, man. We trying to, bring it back, man. And So that's why we worked so hard to do this project. And man, we probably recorded over 30-some songs. We just picked the best 8, man, because it's like, that's why we decided to go with an EP. We want to try to put a solid project together just to introduce us back into the world. And then we're gonna probably take it and turn it into an album real soon too. So it was a long process, but we got it done. We finally got to this point to get the project out.
No doubt. I'm gonna ask you, even though I know y'all got some collabos, but anybody else y'all want to collabo with moving forward? I know this project is done, but I know y'all are music people, so
I'm feeling like Ella May and Seven and her. Either one of those would be good,
And Chris Brown, I would love to do some of Chris Brown. I would love to do a ballad, not a ballad, a slow jam with Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
And then dance with, and then do some dance moves with Chris Brown.
I got the battle going. Okay.
Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself messing with Chris.
The battle, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it with the Do song we got out, man. The video will be dropping March the 19th on our YouTube, H-Town for Life #4 Live TV, March the 19th at midnight. And man, we got a dance. We had that Knock on the Boots dance. Now we got a Super Love dance. So it's fire, man. We got the Super Love dance, the Super Love challenge. So hey, man, we just trying to bring it back, man. Put it back into the market, into the world again, to the universe.
No, the music is there, bro. It's gonna happen. What y'all doing by just joining, like I tell people all the time, man. But by y'all coming on platforms like this, it's awesome because you just get to connect on that one-on-one again and just really just get to meet you. You know what I'm saying, and just talk a little.
Definitely.
Yeah, like back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, man, what I liked back in the 90s, man, even with the radio station, stuff was not so politics. I remember they say stuff like kiss it and diss it, pump it and dump it. And then, if the people liked it, the people kissed it or pumped it, the radio would add it and actually play it. But now it's a little bit more political. But hopefully, man, we get it back out there with shows and just stay on the grind, man, and with the social media, letting the world, getting this album out to the world now.
No doubt. All right. Any other questions? Any other?
Yeah, man. I gotta do this because I know if I don't, I'm gonna get cussed out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my question to you guys, I heard you say you all recorded upwards of like 30 records and whatnot. You're working on a project now. Are you guys looking for material? Are you open with collabs with other producers, writers, so on and so forth? Or is it like, yo, we got our set people and this is what it is? And if you are open,
we mainly, man, we have a production team that we work with, but if we're always open to if it's a hit and checking it out, but we kind of have a lot of in-house things, our production team and everything, and but we always open to listen to other things. You know what I'm saying? A hit is a hit. We don't care where it comes from. So we're always open to listen.
Right.
Can't promise we'll do it, but we'll most definitely listen.
Gotcha. So how would one go about hitting y'all up with that stuff?
You can email. They can email us. Give them an email, GI.
Okay. HTownGI@gmail.com. HTOWNGI@gmail.com. Yeah.
HTownGI.
Yeah, at gmail.com. That's it right there.
I put it
without the I. HTOWNGI.
Okay, got you. What I'm gonna ask. Wait, anybody else before I ask my other question? Somebody see.
Hey y'all, what up, H-Towns, James Brown in Long Beach, California, man. Much respect to y'all, man.
Much love.
With sure love. I was just out in Houston with the first weekend of this year, man. Last year, 2020, for my people's reunion anniversary and everything. Yeah, Houston's all good. What outside of the States, where do you think you guys like get the most love as far as performing and stuff?
California, most definitely California.
And I would say Louisiana, man, most definitely.
Yeah,
Louisiana is almost like Louisiana.
Florida and Georgia. Yeah.
Florida, Georgia, New York. We always get a lot of love in California, you know what I'm saying? So in England, man, England, London, man, England, period. You know, we get a lot of love in England. You know what I'm saying?
Cali and Cali and I'm gonna say Houston, but Texas, but Cali and Houston always has a connection. Why is that? I mean,
yeah, it's been like that for a minute. You know, back in the Death Row days, Rap a Lot and Death Row was connected. So it kind of starts there because like Bushwick Bill came to my house one time. You know what I'm saying? We brought him to Long Beach and everything. Moms met him and everything. But it's been back from what I remember. It's been back Death Row and Rap a Lot days.
Yeah. You know, I just think that's how it is sometimes, man. Some people just click. It's almost like when you meet your girl or your best friend. Sometimes you just click. So I just think those two states, they just connect, man. You know, so you just always show genuine love. You know.
And then on that one song, Snoop say Long Beach to Texas on the Shiznit. He said, "Want Long Beach to Texas." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Most definitely. Snoop, man, you know, I done actually seen Snoop post some of our songs before on his page, you know, singing Knock on the Boots and everything. So Snoop always show H-Town that mad love, man. You know, post us a couple of times singing Knock on the Boots on his Instagram page.
Yes, a lot of people from Texas that's here and a lot of people from Cali that's in Texas. They move back and forth. Like the older people, like some of my friends' parents is from Houston and Dallas and all that stuff. It's just people move. And then my friends whose party I went to, he's from Long Beach and he moved to the Houston area.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, the cost of living is cheaper in Houston than it is in California.
Yeah.
You can get that $10 million house in California costs about $1 million here. You know?
Oh yeah. That's right. I mean, the house. I mean, like I don't have times. I didn't had a house and people didn't see my house out here and they be like, "What you pay about $4 million for that?" I'm like, "No, well, ain't no $4 million. Ain't even not even $1 million at all."
He showed us the houses too. Like we went to what is it, like a display of the house? What they call them, the where it's nobody living, but it's set up. Man, them houses are beautiful. We was like, man, we gotta get some property down here.
Yeah, and the property is way cheaper than it is in California. LA, most definitely in LA, you know.
Earl, you coming in low.
Most definitely come through.
I'm just saying, like the demo houses. But I'm just curious about you guys and you know, how you feel about like the chop not slap or chopped and screwed like music genre. Like, have you considered like utilizing that with like past music or current music?
Well, as you can hear, the last song we just did, we had a little screw in there. You know, we had a little, so, you know, that's kind of like our culture. That's kind of like our culture down here in Houston, Texas. You know, with DJ Screw, you know, that's where kind of a lot of that we got there from. So that's like, you know, that's why we kind of put a little bit in our music. You know, it's kind of represent Houston, Texas, and stuff like that. Well, and that come from my boy. Shouts out to DJ Screw.
Yeah, but most definitely, nobody has to screw their songs on because once the song comes out, they're gonna take it and screw it anyway.
Yeah, I think that's what he was just Earl was saying. He was because you know, we in the chat be lit on these things, and he was saying how the chop stars are like the young chopped and screw guys over there in Houston where y'all are at. Yeah. I mean they span all over Texas, and he was like, yo, you know, this is something for the chop stars to really get up in and kill. So maybe, you know, make that connection for y'all because
okay, that's what you were saying. My bad. You know, it's like some of the newer things, cats, man, I'm still getting my ears back to the streets with the, you know, the newer cats that's out here and what they doing and everything. So that's what, you know, most definitely, man. I'm mighty sure if they get wind up to it and they y'all speak on it, they'll be chopping and screwing it. Most definitely.
Real talk, man. Real talk. So the Rockets gonna make the playoffs.
Hopefully, yeah, man. I'm like, we trying to do something. I don't know. Yeah.
I ask questions. You know,
we done lost our boy. I can't do Hardy. James. Yeah. So you know, it just I've been so focused, man, on this music. I ain't even really been paying attention, man. To be honest with you.
Okay.
But hopefully they get there.
Okay. Gotta ask some sports questions. You know, we gotta mix it up a little.
Hey, real quick, who is that? Who hit that last note on that song? That last song y'all played. Who hit that last note?
That's Shazam, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's the high note, man.
Oh yeah.
That,
I'm not. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Woo wee. We hear you.
Yeah. That's like the little H-Town trademark thing. Put a little high note in there. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, put a note in there. So you know, that's what we try to do. Because you know, we did that on Like It Slow. You know, I don't know if you heard it Like It Slow or Emotions. We hit the high notes. So you know, we try to. You know, we try. That's one thing we try to work on to make sure that we keep our sound to where you know, we don't go too far. We sprinkle a little new stuff on top of it, but we want to make sure we critique traditional H-Town sound for the H-Town fans, the H-Town lovers and the R&B lovers and our fans to make sure we don't go too far from the sound.
Are you guys like locking in with any of the old school Houston artists like a Ronnie Spencer or any folk like that, like with anything that you're moving forward with?
Well, we actually collaborate with our brother Little Flip. I don't know if you know Little Flip. Yeah, we did a song.
I've worked with Flip. We recorded a video before. Never mind, I ain't go. Yeah, I worked with Flip before, so yeah, he know me.
Yeah,
we done some with Little Flip. Green Light, you know, feature for Green Light 713 featuring H-Town Little Flip. We did that, and that was a collab that, you know, Flip is considered a Houston legend out here now, amongst all the rappers out here with Scarface, and Willie D, and Zero, Slim Thug, all the people. So, you know, we decided that, you know, we had a personal relationship with Flip, so that's who we decided to work with, Little Flip.
Gotcha. No, because I had done some work with Point Blank, the Reckless Clan. I got a couple records with Flip, you know what I'm saying? Like Blank had that Summer in Houston record with everybody on it, with Zero and Bun. So
wow.
Word.
Most definitely.
That's dope.
Well, nah, man, we appreciate y'all tapping in, man. This is what it's all about. New Music Wednesday. We already playing new joints. Anytime y'all got something new, this is a home for y'all.
Most definitely.
And no, we definitely gonna support the single. So I guess the question is, even though it's a ballad, is there a DJ pack for it? Because at the end of the day, a lot of DJs can't play records because they just don't have the actual the MP3 and the instrumental for it, or even the acapella to do remixes and all of that. All of that stuff.
Matter of fact, we got to get that. I mean, you know, we have to, you know, man, I'm gonna tell you, this album, we've been in this pandemic, man, and our we really was supposed to drop this album last year, but we decided to wait because the year got away from us, man. You know, we was trying to get the album out when all the pandemic was going on, but then we ended up getting it out at this year. And our fans was like, man, we tired of keep hearing y'all say y'all coming and y'all ain't coming. So we had to end up just saying, man, let's go on drop, man. And we dropped and got a great response with the project. But most definitely we can get the instrumentals and whatever. We can get all that to you.
Yeah, we need all of that, man. That way we can.
Most definitely.
Just make sure you keep in touch. We'll get you, because matter of fact, I'm glad you put that back on my mind. That stuff we do got to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, get it out there. So, like, you know, what Earl's talking about, not just the chopped and screw remixes could happen, but there's all types of creative DJs out here and producers that will just give y'all free production and music. And promote the group, and before you know it, you know, something might stick out where now you got to add it to the show and all of that. But Earl, go ahead.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, like obviously you guys, you know, spent your time crafting a sound over time, and like you don't want to disappoint your fans with, you know, the efforts that you put out. But, you know, even just like knowing that a lot of R&B songs are like 70 BPM, but if you double that to 140, that hits a lot of house and dance and Greek and Meek and those kind of joints, which like can help extend, you know what I'm saying, the life.
Definitely.
Or like whatever you're trying to do. So I mean, I would definitely be interested to get some acapellas or, you know, instrumental.
Okay. We're gonna get that out soon.
Most definitely.
I put the email in the chat again for anybody who didn't hear that before. We on with H-Town. And yeah, fellas, man, we appreciate y'all hopping on and tapping in. And playing the new shit because it's all.
Thanks for having us, man. Thanks for having us.
We will support it, man, for sure, man. This ain't gonna be the last time. Let's keep it going.
Hey, no, most definitely. We fam now.
Yeah, that's it, man. I'll be honest with you. This weekend in particular. It's crazy because you said this is y'all 38th, and this is a weekend that Digiwaxx is normally in Texas, in Austin for South by Southwest tradition.
Yeah.
For the last, I want to say 13 years. We've always but I mean, last year it got canceled, and this year for the second year it got canceled. But man, next year let's put together a dope R&B stage, man. Like let's do that in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest. Everything I think will be back. It would be great to put together a dope R&B stage, have y'all headline it, and we do it for the people. And one thing I love about Texas and South by, it's the middle of the country. All different cultures, people that connect around music, technology, film, weed, and everything else. That's just
everything.
It's crazy. And you meet, one performance, it goes so far because people are live streaming, people are talking, people are going back, telling everybody, people are sharing. Like, it's so crazy how it affects people's careers, man. So next year, let's make that a goal.
Let's try to make it happen, man. Most definitely.
Yeah, man.
Most definitely.
Really try to do that for South by. Literally, it will be this weekend. It'll probably be starting today. The music week will be starting today.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, all right. I know I'm talking your ears off, but love is love. And I'm going to let y'all rock out. And, we'll see y'all soon, man, for sure.
Most definitely, man. Again,
Appreciate
man, thanks for having us, man. And everybody, man, make sure y'all pick up that date night, stream it, share it to your friends. It's on all digital platforms. And man, hopefully we see y'all in the city real soon. But we're trying to put together a little tour. We're doing spot dates right now. So hopefully we'll be coming to a city near you.
Yeah, I'm gonna email y'all now so we get the DJ pack so we can put it on the DJ, on our digital record pool on Digiwaxx and get it to thousands of DJs and it will help out a lot. So I'm
most definitely, man. Thank you.
We'll make it happen, all right? And shout out to DJ
We
Sport.
can say Digiwaxx help bring R&B back.
Hey, we need that drop. We need that drop, baby. We need that drop.
Most definitely.
All right, y'all.
You got it, Jim. Okay, you ready? All right.
Peace
you ready to drop now?
Peace.
All right.
Had to throw a little throwback up in there real quick.
Speaking of samples, that was that Mary J. Blige shit.
Hey, listen, man.
That Mary J. Blige shit was my shit. But again, it wasn't just the piano riff, you know what I mean? And other elements to it.
No, it's crazy because I can't even lie, man. Raymond had to check me because even that is a sample of a sample, bro.
Oh nah, it is, yeah.
Let's be real. That's a flip. That's Isaac Hayes.
Ike's
Mood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody sampling. If you dope, you dope. If you not, then you not. That's what I think it comes down to, man. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? And shout out to Sweet G. That Sweet G games people play. Everybody thought it was Curtis Blow, but it's not. It's definitely Sweet G. Shout out to the foundation that gave us all some jobs and some money and an opportunity. Word up. Word up. Hey, Shabazz, how you doing, man? Shabazz in the building. All right. It's all good. All good. All right, so we're gonna get into it with yeah, man, we're gonna keep it going. Billy, are you there? All right, waiting for Billy Knight. Billy Knight, are you there? Okay. I don't think Billy Knight is here. We're gonna keep it going and play another record. Shout out to everybody who just on. Shout out to H-Town. That was actually pretty dope. I can't front, like that's a group that, you know what I mean? I never thought in my life I would meet H-Town. That's crazy. That was hot. All right, I'll play a song in the meantime, just to pass the time and keep it going and whatnot. If you got something new and dope, let me know. and I will definitely get it on.
She wants to be my bitch. Then she gotta help me get rich. If she wants to be my hoe, she gotta bring Houston, Texas, Miami, Florida, New York City, New York, Seattle, Washington, Washington, D.C. What up, North Carolina?
Where OT Genesis at, he would have crip walk all over that.
You said OT Genesis with a crypto walked all over that. That's hilarious.
You already know.
Hey,
he
man.
said 1,000 for the neck. There go your stimulus right there.
Oh my God. That's DJ Hard Hitter. You know, he put together this record called Coast to Coast. A lot of joints out here. You already know, man. You already know. I guess I'll get into this NFT conversation. I feel like everybody at this point, if you're not up on it, you need to be up on it, because the future of creativity now seems to be in the hands of NFTs. And it's almost crazy that this is another reason, like, we're getting closer to where labels really have to figure this stuff out fast, because it's another example of how this technology can come and disrupt an entire space overnight. If you're not familiar with NFTs and what they are, you know, it stands for non-fungible tokens, but I'm gonna just break it down in a layman's term, is when you could take a piece of content, let's just say art in this case. Shout out to all the graphic designers, you know, your digital animators, and you know, your graphic novelists and all of that stuff. People that just do art on computers. What's been happening for some time is that they've been taking that art and basically converting it into a minted piece of digital art that can't be necessarily copied, or I should say the original will always stand. And there's different ways you could do it. Some people are minting what we'd call a one of one, meaning like, hey, I got this one image or this thing that I like and I love, that I'm only going to make it available as a one. I'm only going to make one of them available. Some people do 10 of 10 or 20 of 20, 100 of 100, 1,000 of 1,000. Really up to you. But what it does, it makes a finite amount of it, and it can't be broken up. It can't be tampered with or reproduced. The original will always have the original tag or address on it. So it creates what we call scarcity and makes a value, something valuable, because you can prove that it is the only original, or one of 10 originals, or one of 100 originals that stand out there. And how artists have been doing it, they've been taking different pieces of art, traditionally, and then minting these on different platforms like Nifty Gateway, Foundation, OpenSea, and many others, and selling their art and making a lot of bang for it. And people are like, well, what's the point of having a piece of digital art? There's a lot of reasons. One, art, because it's exclusive, it obviously it appreciates just because of that alone. A lot of people buy stuff, and a lot of people are buying a lot of these NFTs, and then they're reselling them on other markets and immediately, quadrupling their money in some cases. I was talking with somebody earlier today, and they were talking about a piece of art that they bought not too long ago is already worth $4,000 US, which is about, I guess, like a little bit more than 2 Ethereum. To get into the game, you do have to get a little bit of a knowledge in terms of understanding how to create an Ethereum wallet and then how to connect that to your account. But not much, there are fees, what we call gas fees, which go to the miners for managing the transactions of the actual crypto. But I just want to put everybody up on game, because I know a lot of people do see it happening. Obviously, Tory Lanez was a good story that happened. I think in the beginning of the weekend, I think Friday or Thursday, you had Christie's do an NFT release, and it sold for, I think, $69 million. $69 million. I saw another story where
I just need 10%.
Yeah, Adidas did I think it's Adidas that did a mock-up shoe design of
I heard about that.
Atari sneaker, which was up to $7 million in the hour. So, artists are making thousands, some are making tens of thousands, some are making hundreds of thousands, some are making millions of dollars in a relatively quick amount of time. We're talking about one day, in some cases of seconds. The idea is that it's opening up a new economy for artists, talent. Whether you mint it with just the art, some people are minting it and putting music into the NFT, or pieces of music into the NFT and combining them. And they're raising in price, and they're creating a few things. One, obviously, a lot of awareness, for what's happening in crypto. So you're having this mass adoption. People are looking at what's going on there, and then they're looking at other things like decentralized finance, and obviously, other uses for other coins in terms like, file storage to just money transfers, Bitcoin and stuff like that. So blowing it up. I ain't gonna make everybody bored with it. I just want to put everybody on because, this is another opportunity for y'all to all make money. DJs, right? One way y'all can do it and freak it with NFTs is, let's say you have a friend that is a good artist, right? They know how to draw well, or they do dope graphic art. What you can do is take the graphic art and date that art and actually do some cuts and scratches over the art and mint it as an NFT, right? And then you guys can figure out a fair split between y'all for that. But that's a way for both of y'all to make some extra money. All right. I'm just giving y'all free game because the game is the game. If you're not in it, you don't know about it, you can't really make money from it. So if anybody has questions about NFTs, we can go deeper.
I do have questions. All
right. I feel good.
Hey, what's up?
I felt like I was talking to myself for a second. I just wanted
to, you touched on art, and my family history is embedded with art. I'm a designer, clothing designer, fashion designer, costume designer. I did really good in art, but now I have my 19-year-old son. Mm-hmm. He's I raised him, I gave him the pencils, the books, everything, from since he was a baby, and he has books of art. And his art has grown. So, as a mother, I was looking for a direction to, put him in so he can gradually, build on his art skills. He went to art school. However, his books are still there. It's really nice. His work is very well detailed. He hasn't shown anyone as yet, but his work is grand. So I'm happy about this NFT. I'm still learning about it. But hopefully I can get a chance to talk to him when he comes home. I do need some more explanation about it, when he comes home, so I can relate it to him. By the way, he's graduating tomorrow from the Navy, and he'll be home in a couple of days. Then he goes to Virginia, after that. But I'm definitely interested.
Good.
For his sake, yeah.
Well, what I will say is, you definitely, this is the time to have him educate and maybe take some, has he done art already?
Yeah, he has. He went to school for it. He went to a high school, Millennium Arts Academy. Yeah, and he graduated and he did the ASVAB and everything to go in the Navy. So that's where he wanted to head. Actually, he went into the Navy studying mechanical engineering, to build on his art skills, So he loves engineering, but he has all this. he has all this art laying around the house, you know, paints and drawings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's really nice, you know, but I'm just trying to find an avenue for him to, you know, where he could basically like make money off of it, you know, like you were just explaining, you know. Yeah.
Two ways that I think, two things I think he should do. Number one is he should really dive into the education of the space. And by doing that, what I mean is like he should start to explore all of the NFT rooms and channels that are out there, right? That people are sort of communicating on, and become a student, but also become a voice. And what I mean by that is like, you know, you can go on Reddit and join some rooms in there. You can go to Discord and join some rooms in there. This is where the community really is, right? And then of course, Clubhouse, and now Twitter even has its own version of Clubhouse, and so does Facebook. But all those platforms, he should get really engulfed in that, because A, he'll learn, B, he'll begin to become a recognizable name and face, right?
Okay.
The difference with this is that, you know, you're dealing with people from all over the world.
Yeah.
And, you know, you sort of want to get on their radar. And young and new crypto, you know, thousandaires and millionaires and billionaires. Right?
So before he left for the Navy, I was educating him on Bitcoin and dollar cash and all that stuff. So he has some knowledge on that. However, his art, you know, he's more in the field of history, you know, the gods, you know, world history, and also he has reached a point where he's adding narrative to his art, you know. So I'm definitely seeing him, you know, like you said, you know, expanding his growth and heading into some of those rooms. Yeah, definitely.
Good. And I just put a link in here for everybody to check out what was Crypto Fashion Week. It took place in February, because it goes beyond just art in the digital sense, right? You can mint fashion pieces, you can mint sneakers, you can mint other things than just digital art. You can mint physical pieces as well. The question is, how do you do it? And this is a platform that really explored all of those things. So CryptoFashionWeek.xyz, check that out. You know, you'll get some more information. Fill out the questionnaire. You should be able to go in there. Like I said, the conference already happened, but
it's not connected to Magic, is it?
No, hell no. This is future fashion. This is like making original 100%. You know, every piece of thread in a jacket, or this Nike shoe is made with this particular sole, or this particular lace, or this particular gum, and there's only 20 of them made, you know, and they're all in the blockchain. Every piece of the material has been recorded on the blockchain, so you can authentically say this is 100% really just one of 20 sneakers that's been made, which, as we know, everything that's rare or scarce becomes more valuable.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So check out that, you know what I mean? I just, like I said, I feel like, you know, we gotta start putting each other on game when it comes to like what's going on with this technology stuff. Last week, I think I spoke about the VR platform for DJs that I think is gonna really take over. And this week I wanted to talk about NFTs. So you know, if you guys want more information, just reach out. We can get more into it. And if anybody
you should do like private Zoom calls, because like, you know, I'm down to learn. I think, you know, having a Zoom call, educating people, especially because you've done it before, you flipped it. I think it would be great. My only concern with Bitcoin is how do you like, where do you use it at? You get what I'm saying? Like
Bitcoin is like, you know, it's funny because Bitcoin is like, it, you know, it's being coined digital gold. And the reason for that is because number one, it's a store of value like gold is. It is a very rare store of value, meaning like Bitcoin is finite, right? There's only 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be minted ever in the world, right? A lot of them have lost, you know, a lot of them have been I can't even say, like, some of them, so much has been lost because in the beginning, people had these computers and these nodes and they were running them, and sometimes they lost the computer got broken, they didn't write down their passwords, they didn't write down their this or that. You hear about it all the time. People have, I have 10,000 Bitcoins locked in this computer and I can't remember my password. And $10,000, $50,000 is something like 500 million. That's too much money for losing. Anyway, point is, a lot of them been lost, and there's only but so many more that are ever going to be minted, right? So at the end of the day, there are people that would love to take your Bitcoin. They would love to say, hey, I'd buy your Bitcoin, because at some point it's going to run out. And those that have Bitcoin will be in a very good position. Those who don't have it, they'll be rocking with a different coin, but they won't have Bitcoin. So answer your question, yeah, there's a lot of places you can use Bitcoin. And it will become, what's going to happen with Bitcoin is that you're not going to be trading one Bitcoin. You're going to be trading Satoshis, which is 100 millionth of a Bitcoin, and everything lower. So you'll be doing like micro Satoshi payments to people with Bitcoin at some point, If you use Bitcoin, if anything, I think you hold Bitcoin and you just let it become a asset. You just keep buying little parts of it, little pieces of it, what you can afford, and you hold it as an asset, and that's it.
Yeah, I would love to learn more about it still.
Yeah, actually, cool. I heard internationally, Venezuela is gonna actually go into the business of Bitcoin. So imagine a whole country, and that's in the Caribbean.
So Venezuela was forced to use cryptocurrency because of the embargo and the sanctions that the U.S. and the countries around the U.S. that connected to the U.S. imposed on the country, pretty much cutting off their supply. So the story, big beef over really their oil reserves. That's what the beef was over. And at the end of the day, they were forced to jump into crypto, and they actually began to use Dash, and they still use Dash as a primary currency for them. So what they do there, as we go to the corner store here, they go to the corner store, we use cash, they're using Dash payments to digital wallets to buy food and other products. So they're already using it. Dash is obviously the main one. Again, Bitcoin is great, and when people will use it, but again, it's harder, it's more, it's just harder to get, and I'm sure they're using it. But again, we're dealing with adoption now.
Yeah.
We have to start using it more and more and more. So, everybody should now start to buy as much crypto as you can. Well, no.
I never
That's a B point. That's a B point. The A point is y'all should start to learn about blockchain technology and crypto as much as you can now. Understand what a blockchain is, understand how it solves problems, understand who they're solving problems for, understand who's partnering with who. So you have big partnerships happening here. You have big patents and things that people are getting and gaining. Shout out to Bondly Finance. They just partnered with Atari to create a new metaverse, right? So it's a new metaverse is like Decentraland, and Decentraland is like The Sims, or like endless. What's my daughter play? Minecraft. These are places where people, are literally creating avatars of themselves in a new world and building, and people are buying digital land in these places, in these metaverses. Because in the future, it's going to be like, we're going to go to DJ I-95's house and go party tonight. And we'll all be in our couches with our liquor next to us, but mentally we be at DJ I-95's club.
I despise that. My boys, they live in that world.
Listen, does anybody here have an Oculus?
I was about to get.
My son want one.
I got one.
Have an Oculus. That is what the future of what we're talking about really is. And the Oculus is like what it is now. Future, it's just gonna be some sunglasses that you put on.
Yeah.
And a glove. There's gonna be 2 gloves and some sunglasses, and you're gonna be in a whole nother place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they brought that out a few years ago. The glasses, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to educate y'all on this stuff because, you know.
So are you gonna have the Zoom meetings?
Yeah, you should. So we can learn.
It's called Blockchain Brilliance. I will definitely put all y'all onto that. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because traditionally, you know, we're always late on this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, what we're doing now with like investing, with buying crypto and all of that good stuff, right? But at the end of the day, that is just the buying crypto and having some Bitcoin, all that. That's great, and that's a mandatory thing. But that's really the end result. What we should be really thinking about is how do we build things using this technology to solve problems for
everybody,
ourselves and the world. And that is where, you know, when we talk about ingenuity, right? So Immortal, I'll give you, right? Many times you come online, you have problems with your connection, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a blockchain project that we can create to help fix that. And I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. Like a lot of times people have problems with file storage, right? There are blockchain solutions for you to store files at a much cheaper rate, you know, and damn near free and get paid for it in coins.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would love to learn about it to figure out how can it be a quality investment so that, you know, like, you know what you invested into because you hear everybody talking about it.
You got to read on the right places, you know. I mean, there are resources just to daily read up on this stuff. There's just a lot of places you can go. At the end of the day, what I want everybody to do is just have a future because, you know, what's happening is our dollar is becoming
it's depreciating.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because we're printing money, we're doing all this stuff, and we're not really coming with solutions to solidify the economy. And what do I mean by that? When I say that is that, you know, our manufacturing game it just isn't there. We don't everything.
We're the workers. We're not the manufacturers.
If you look at what you wear, look at where it comes from. If you look at what you eat, look at where that's made. If you look at what you drive, most cars, if you look at you know, the most machinery we're using, even our cell phones and some of the chips and everything, a lot of stuff isn't made here. Now, obviously, we're making efforts to get back to that, but that's a long, you know, it's a lot of untangling because you got the labor laws that requires, you know, I have to pay you so much money to do this and do that. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. So while all of that's happening, you better solidify your money behind something else.
Yeah. Okay.
I
totally agree with you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Who's saying that?
It's me. All right. All right. And I'm particular about how blockchain can solve the connection challenges. Okay, I have. All right. So how does it happen? You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of ways. So you have projects like there's a project for power. That's amazing. That helps people like yourself get power. And everybody in the world get power, energy through solar and other projects, cheaper and more reliable. There are definitely projects for you know, internet connection. All of these things, man. We'll have a separate breakout about it, but I'm just saying that start to put your mind on crypto and yes, investing and learning now, so that in the future, when things really hit a boom, you're not like sitting there like, damn, CL was telling me about this joint. I took that $1,000 or I took that $1,400 and I could have put at least $200-300 in and caught a little something and I didn't. So that's why I'm talking about it now. So and it all leads back to the NFTs. I'll be honest with you. NFTs is a great way to onboard people and put people's minds on what's happening in the space. So yeah, man, I can go on, but we got our boy Kylie Cash on. He just tapped in. He was actually one of the first people to tap in and then he disappeared, but now he's back. Kylie Cash.
Can you hear me?
Now, yeah. How you doing, man?
Oh, what's up, brother?
Oh man, we feeling good, man. How much crypto do you have, man?
I actually don't have none.
We gotta get it right, man. We gotta get you.
We gotta get right, huh?
Yeah, we need you to have a nice portfolio. We need you to have some Bitcoin. We need you to have some XRP. We need you to have a little bit of ADA, aka Cardano. You know, we need you to have some of that. We need you to have some of the future stuff, Filecoin. You know, we need you to have a nice portfolio so that you could be like Billy Knight and live anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world.
Oh, that's the move, huh? That's how it's moving.
That's freedom.
I use pesos,
you gotta
bro.
buzz me in. I gotta get up on it.
Yeah, man. Don't worry. We're gonna start motivating it because this is the future. This is the freedom for y'all. Yo, the thing with Bitcoin is that, you know, if you go to Britain, you're right. If we go kick it in London, our money is worth less. Period. End of story. Our same worth for hard dollars. But if I go there with Bitcoin, guess what? Bitcoin is worth the same amount anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, the same amount everywhere. So it puts you in a power position. All right, I'm not going to talk about that no more. Hey, Cali Cash, man, where you tapping in from?
I'm in Oakland right now at one of my cribs right now. Can you see me?
Nah, man, we can't see you.
Okay, here we go.
We can't see you. There you go.
What about now?
I see you now, bro. Oh wait, you just went off. You was on, but now you back.
Yeah, somebody calling my phone. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, man. What's going on, man? I see you with the New York hat on. Let's go Yankees, baby.
Man? Oh, yeah, you know how it go, man. You got to represent that Yankee, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to the Oakland A's, too, man. I like the Oakland A's, man. Growing up, the Athletics was always a dope team and whatnot. Yeah, man. So how's the music treating you, brother?
I was treating him pretty good, man. Coming back out of retirement, getting back on it, man. It's treating me pretty good, man. You know, I'm just working hard, grinding, man, trying to get back acquainted with everything, you know, but it's going good. I'm going to keep knocking these bangers out on them, keep my foot on the gas, man, see what happens.
Yeah, man. It's a good time, man. It's a good time to keep dropping music. You know, I think for those that don't know you, I think you should just, you know, give a little bit of your backstory, you know, your history. And then we're going to get into this joint, which I really, really like. I ain't going to front because this was a big topic of discussion today. And when I play it, everybody's going to know what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's how I had to come. That's why I had to come ready for you.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, by the way, man, shout out to Oakland, shout out to Richmond, shout out to the whole Bay Area, man. It's one of the best places in the world. You know, America is actually a dope place all over, man. Every city, everywhere is mad fun. Got a lot going on. Some of the best herb, man. Some of the best things, man, I've experienced in California, in Northern California and Southern. So shout out to you for that. But all right, talk about yourself a little bit. What's your story? Just give a little background for all the DJs and all the people that are on the call so they know who you are a little bit even better.
I'll go by the name of Cali Cash, man. One of the best who ever did it and got away with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a spring chicken at this. I've been at it for a minute. I started back at I say like the hyphy movement. I was in the group then with I'm not sure if you're familiar with Kafani, which is called the Babyface Assassins. I started out in the group and then branched off from that, started solo. I had a big record with E40 called She Got Cake in 2011. On all the radio stations. It was going big on that one. I had a joint with Waka Flocka when Waka Flocka was the hottest in the country called Drop It On Me. And yeah, I've been at this thing for a minute now, man. I stepped back away from it. My son actually got me back into it because my son rapping now. And he actually go harder than I do. And he's on the record. You're going to display it. He's on the last verse, me, him, and the OMBPs. His name is Caked Up Will.
Dope.
So yeah, I've been at it for a minute. I'm back on it. I'm on the gas hard as I can.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's get into the record. It's called Whoa. Yeah.
Dope record.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Ah, man.
Yeah, hey, the mechanics produced it. They're crazy producers. The mechanics.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
Shout out to DJ Immortal, man, giving props from out there in Nigeria, man. That's how big that is. That's what's
Salute.
Salute.
Hell yeah, man. Word, man. That's what it is, though. So when did that record drop? Because I feel like is that brand new?
Yeah, it's brand new. I haven't even dropped it yet.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, yo,
I just got the video back, so we're gonna drop it next week.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. I feel like you got to push all cylinders with that, and y'all really rhyming hard on it. So that's like even better because for me personally, right now you have these different lanes for hip hop. I think Earl was touching on it earlier in terms of like even how the UK is, but the US, man, we have so many now subgenres and things like there are spaces for almost everything, man. You know what I mean? You got so many digital online platforms that like will just show love to real MCing and rhyming and all of that stuff. Whether it's Shade or whether it's just the local internet station, there's so many audiences now, man. So you just got to tap into all of that, bro. All of that. Make sure them DJs get that song. I'd put all my gas on that right now. Billy knows what that is too. I mean, you already know. You got to just go ham with that, B.
Right.
Real talk, man.
I feel it. I appreciate it, man. Did you hear my son giving it up on the last verse?
Oh, he
did.
Yeah, he had
was about to say that. You know what I'm saying?
He an animal. Yeah. He an animal.
So good. So you got this. So is this independent? Like, is it signed to, like, y'all create your own label, sign yourselves, or are you?
Yeah, it's all independent.
All independent.
Let him, and he also has a video, another song running on BET right now. He didn't mention that.
Oh, dope. This is from the same EP?
Yeah, I got 2 joints actually running. One with me and Hitter Slim. He got that jackhammer going right now. It's called Eyes on It. And then I got the one with Mr. Fab, the Bay Hit Different. That's a hard record also.
Let's go.
And you got the one with Mozzie coming out as well.
Yeah, facts.
Yep.
Dope, man. Well, all right, so let's talk about first of all, wait, before I go into my other questions, I'm going to open it up for everybody to just, ask questions, show support, and any requests for this brother, Cali Cash that's on right now. Anybody got something they want to say or ask?
Yeah, I think you should drop the visuals for the joint playing on BT. Just drop it on the chat, all right?
Oh, the link for the video. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, we could actually play that too if you want. So send the link. If you could put the link in the chat, Billy or Callie, either way, we can play that for sure. All right, cool. Anybody else got anything else they want to say? Questions, comments, messages, support? Step up. This is the time, man.
You get ready to close. You get ready to wrap everything up, CO?
No, we're just talking to Cali Cash.
Oh, okay. No. I like the song, though.
I appreciate you, man.
Oh, no doubt about it. Yeah, man. So first of all, how's the Bay Area doing? Outside of obviously the music, which is coming back. What's going on in the Bay in terms of like COVID, the culture, and everything? How's it out there right now, Cali? All right, I guess something must have went down. I know that must have got a call. All right, well, it's all good. We can just get back into it.
Forum. I mean, the Bay Area right now, it's things are starting to open up slowly. You know what I'm saying? But California obviously is the last place to open. But I was up there not too long ago. And, restaurants and things of that nature were opening up. Some clubs are starting to open up. So, yeah, it's looking good. LA's opening up, So, yeah, it's looking good for Cali.
Okay. Well, he hopped off. I wanted to ask him, do you think, the Golden State going to make the playoffs? That's just what we always gotta ask and see what's going on. No, it's all good, man. I'm happy you stopped in and chopped it up for a second. Billy, what you up to?
I appreciate it. We just got the times mixed up, so thanks for getting them on, CL. I appreciate it.
Nah, it's not a problem. Let's figure that out for the site as well. You know what I mean? Let's do that.
Sir. Yep.
So Billy, real quick, what else you working on, man? I know you always got, you one of them brothers.
Well, I was gonna get off because I got I booked some artists for the virtual South by Southwest. Going on today at 5 o'clock,
Okay.
5 to 6. South by Southwest is doing their showcases virtually. I got Spring Break in South Padre Island on Saturday. Out there in Texas. I got a party in Mexico on Friday. Yeah, I just got a bunch of different stuff going on. And then, some interviews. I've been doing my Monday Night Live interviews, interviewing artists. So if any artists are on here that want to interview, just get at me and I'll get you on my Monday Night Live.
Let's do that. For sure.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, thank you for tapping in. I'm about to play a couple more joints and we're going to close out. But as always, love is love. Shout out to San Diego in the building, the Bay, LA, and everything in between.
Hey, real quick. How do we find that Monday Night Live? At DJ Billy Knight. That's my Instagram. It's DJ BILLEKNIGHT. Bet. Thank you. Yeah, just tap in with me there, DM me, and then we'll figure it out. Okay, I got somebody in mind. Okay, cool. Thank you. You can kind of I just did one on Monday, so it's up there, so you could kind of see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just tap with me. I got you. All right, thank you. All right, brother. Thank you. Peace.
Peace. We'll play a couple more records and then we're gonna wrap up today's session. AKA meeting. It's all good, man. Cali doing this thing. Shout out to Cali. Coming back. All right, let's play this. This came from DJ Swerve. Shout out to my man Swerve, always making it happen. Let me know what y'all think about
that. It sounds like a Prince sample. I'm trying to think of the damn song. It sounds like a Prince song in the background. That sounds like a sample.
Oh shit!
That shit remind me like Bilal.
That was Bilal.
Yeah, it was Bilal.
Oh, that was Bilal. Okay,
it was Bilal.
Yeah, I was about to say he does sound like Bilal.
That
Swerve,
was Bilal.
Where did you get that from, Swerve? You gotta talk to us about that, man.
Yeah, that's from 88 Keys. 88 Keys. That's 88 Keys joint. So 88 Keys has a whole project, and he's on there. Redman's on there. I believe y'all heard the one with Kanye West. So that's off 88 Keys project.
Yo, that shit is hot, B. I need that shit. I need that 88 Keys project, bro. He's always been.
Yeah, I'll send that to you. I'll send it to you.
Who do you put it out? Who do you release it through? Like independently or through
yeah, he'll see it. I just get joints left and right. But it was served through the Fleet fam. So, all the new projects that come out. I didn't look deep into it.
I love that, man. That was dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you I'm gonna send you the whole thing.
Before we forget, Shirley, definitely plug the event you got coming up.
Okay, first of all, I want to say kudos. Man, we have a big event coming up starting Friday to kick off. Shout out to Swerve, Raymond T, Ariel, DJ Queen. It's about police brutality. It's called the Legal Equalizer and Equal Standards Town Hall event. I just want to pull up some things, and Raymond T want to chime in, and everybody else that's a part of it can. It's going to be a historic moment because we are addressing things that's been going on in our community pertaining to police violence. One thing I can say, the app is to definitely help save lives. So we're going to do a download party at the end of the town hall, really educating people on how this app can protect you. So if you are approached by the cops, downloading the app, it'll ping 4 or 5 of your family members right on the spot, so they can physically see what's going on. And that ping can be an attorney. They can advise a person what to do in the midst of being approached by the cops. Friday is the kickoff event. So Raymond T is kicking it off with Angelo. Angelo Pinto is a well-known warrior. I mean, like a justice warrior. He was actually part of the Help Freak Meek Mill campaign, as well as being able to change the laws thanks to Callie, because she's part of the UN, but that's a relationship she brought to the table. Very a great brother. They actually was part of the major performance this past weekend with Little Baby at the Grammys. So it's a lot of that's going to be talked about with the kickoff with Raymond T, Raquel John, actress, as well as by Angelo. And then after that, it would be another kickoff with the ladies. It would be Queen B, Adriana, Callie. We just chopping it up, letting people know it's important to participate in the event. Any event you're talking about who's participating. The panelists are Ice-T, Fredro Starr, Selene Johnson, she's the R&B singer, as well as Tobias. And you have Attorney Greggs, you have Mbai, we have the Jersey 4 boys that was shot back in 1990. Johnny Cochran handled the case. We're looking at maybe have close to about 300 people registering because people are coming in, as you know, Mbai as well. We got a lot of press. So this event is more about helping people be informed. This is the first official kickoff, but we will have a second one May 8th, I believe. And this one is going to really help educate everybody to know the laws. So when a cop stop you, whether it's for a ticket or anything else, not only will you be able to have an attorney on present through this app, but more importantly, you understand your rights while you're being approached by the cops. And we also are honoring Vincent Truitt. I shared a few of the videos to some of everybody who's participating in the panel. I don't know if Raymond got it, but I believe DJ Queen Bee, you got it. It shows about the 17-year-old innocent boy who was gunned down, and due to his friend still in the vehicle, and the cops lied about it. They shot him in the back twice, stripped him naked, put the handcuffs behind him. It's all there on the video. So we just want to bring awareness in our community to help educate our culture on when police approach you, how do you handle things, so we can try to not continue to see all that's what's going on, but more importantly, we can also help address the problem and learn how to protect ourselves. So Raymond, you want to say something? Callie, you want to say something? You guys can chime in, but it's going to be a historic event. And thank you, CL. I love the fact that, Digiwaxx is my partner. CL, you guys are doing the graphics. I'm doing all this with you guys. It's going to be great. I just want everybody to start being able to be educated about knowing how to protect yourself while you're out and about. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to your child. It can happen to you while you're in a car walking. We can't avoid of what's going on in our culture dealing with police brutality, anything else, but it's okay to know there's an app in position to help your family and everyone else be notified.
Say no more. Word up. All right, anybody else want to say something? I mean, you pretty much know it's coming up. It's this Saturday?
Yes, it's this Saturday. The kickoff is Friday. Raymond is kicking it off with Angelo, Raquel, and Mbai, and then Queen is actually after Raymond. We're going to do like the mid-afternoon rush with Queen, Adriana, as well as Nicole. A few people chiming in, and then later on that night it's going to be Attorney Greggs with maybe Miss Juicy. We all just kicking it off to drive people to the town hall so they can educate themselves. And Raymond T, if you want to chime in, Queen, you want to chime in? Thank you, Champagne Legend. I'm gonna reach out to you later because I might have you sit in with Attorney Greggs. I would love for you to jump on CL and Earl. It's some very important, amazing people to meet, connect with, and get informed.
No doubt.
Okay, yeah, so we kind of taking advantage of all the different platforms. So Friday will be an IG live thing in which IG introduced the multiple live rooms now, whatever. So we're gonna have Angelo together with myself. We're gonna be playing some music and just kind of, while the seriousness around the topic, just kind of, playing our part with some music and just kind of you know, not just, you know, I guess beating people over the head with what it is, but at the same time, just bringing an awareness, and that'll all, of course, lead up to the Zoom on Saturday. So just kind of taking advantage of all the different platforms to get people involved and get people to pull up for this thing on Saturday, which will be open to the public, right, Shirley?
Yes, and what makes Sunday, this past Sunday with the Grammys, so historic, when Little Baby actually did the whole performance, as far as the whole not Roy Rogers, but the Wendy's incident and a protest, he was actually doing his actual video with Attorney Greg's protest for Rashad Brooks. So that whole reenactment just solidified, like, this is the season to be able to make sure our people know.
And then if y'all remember, remember when we had Big Daddy Kane on, he was talking about Tamika Mallory. Tamika Mallory was a part of that performance as well at the Grammys. So,
yeah.
You know, all this shit is still going on. Like, while we ain't see it trending and all that, y'all, you know, people are still out there on the front lines, you know, putting it down. So,
yeah. And I'm just thankful for UCL. As we team up, it's only going to get better because we have some amazing people that's actually going to come on board to peak in the town hall. We're talking about world leaders that's possibly chiming in. And it's just a great opportunity for us as a whole, and especially for us and our culture, because we got to support each other. And I'm happy that you're my partner in this, doing the graphics, allowed me to team up with the amazing team. Like, everybody loved Rain. They love the piece Raymond put together. Everybody's excited, Raquel, and everybody's excited to just definitely to collaborate. So I'm kind of shy, but I'm excited because we've been at this and we're down to the wire. I don't know if I sent Raymond the email list, but so far, Lippy Teller is sending out. We have like about close to 50 to maybe 30 different media invites that are actually possibly participating. So I just thankful to just have you guys as a partner working with me on this. Lori, Ariel, thank you again. We got some more flyers to do for Friday. So, Callie, you want to say something?
I'm definitely looking forward to it. You know, like I said, I think, or like Rima was saying, I think, you know, we definitely have some key players on this platform to address, you know, the topic, and, you know, coming from all different directions, you know. Actually, Angelo and I, we met before I went to the UN. You know, we actually worked side by side while he was working on a campaign, Raise the Age campaign in New York, where they were charging 16 and 17-year-olds as adults. You know, I don't know if anyone was aware of that, but Angelo actually stopped that from happening in New York, you know. So I think having him on the panel, you know, it speaks volumes, and he can definitely, you know, I mean, we can definitely connect with him, you know, in all his background work, and, you know, bring the issue to the forefront where we can definitely move forward and, you know, set other platforms to seek change, you know. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I'll tell anybody, please download the app, because at the end of the day, we know what's going on out there. It's hitting our culture, it's hitting our community. And even what happened yesterday with the way the guy went after these Asians. Listen, it's important to be able to have something that's going to be able to help you connect, even if you're in danger, to connect with your loved ones. So somebody can always see and know what's going on.
Like that. Okay, cool. What's the name of the app?
Legal Equalizer. Yeah.
I think this is a cool project. I'm glad to be a part of it too. So
yeah, Queen, you ready? Yes, and CL, please definitely, you know, Friday show up. I would love to have you guys like outside of Raymond, but Friday with Attorney Greg's, because it's good to know. So, you know, it's good just to know people. Like, you just never know who may be stopped. You'd be surprised now. And then one of the new things I just want to warn people about is saying now, since cops are being videotaped on hurting people, when they put people in the back of the cars now and they turn in gas on them, making them sick. They started that in New Orleans. So we just have to be careful to know exactly what's going on and how to protect ourselves while we are out here, because it's just not right at all.
right, so that's good stuff. Got to stay vigilant. Got to stay aware. That's about it for today, man. Play I guess one last record, but it was pretty good, man. Like I said, I will definitely let everybody know about group session on just getting set up. If you don't have a Coinbase account, or some of these other accounts, just so you have a little bit of crypto, you can turn a little bit of your cash into some crypto. I'll definitely walk everybody through that. I think it's important, just to make sure you got some of that, some of your money working for you while you do everything else. I guess it's the last record I'll play. This is one from Bionic has sent this in, and let's end it with this. Did we play that earlier? Am I bugging?
Nah.
Yeah, that shit is so crazy, man.
Who was the sample, Bionic? Who was the sample?
Yeah. One of them house records.
I don't hold you. There is
one of them house records.
I thought I was like, I got them diamonds on my neck.
Hey, yeah.
It's in there. Word up, man. Good stuff. So Bionic, where did you get what's that record? And
it's I think her name is pronounced Chica.
Yeah.
CHIKA. And BJ the Chicago Kid.
Fire, yo.
Yeah, and so like when I heard it, like just like Earl said, it felt like a Chance record, with the horns and everything. And then, me, I like to dance. So when that beat hit near the end, I was like, yup, this is one for me. And then I just did a little BS blend. I blended that thing with what's the Beyonce record with Andre 3000?
Hardy?
Yeah, I did a blend of those two, just playing around at the house, just because the chord structures are real similar. So I was like, hey man, this might work.
Dope.
So 9-5, you can play with that if you want to. You can borrow that one.
Yeah, man. Well, I think that's going to conclude today's call. It was awesome. Everybody, it was great. Good stuff. Good conversation as always. A lot of insights. Shout out to the people that's sampling. Still love you.
Yo, see, I had a question on the NFTs. I had to step away when you was talking about it earlier. Is that something? So, because I know you brought up the point like about how we did some cuts or whatever on a record or whatever, and we could split or whatever the case may be. Is that something? Does the NFT become something that like gains appreciation, or like that sale would be the sale of what we sell?
So yes and yes. So one, if you cut up over, let's say a record, I would say it's either a record that is independent and has no samples in it. So that way you and the actual artists, both artists. So you as a DJ, the artist that created the artwork for the NFT or that art experience, and then the producer or the whoever the artist, the singer or the rapper that has the master use of that record, right? That you're cutting up. So all three of y'all would sort of split that up. Now, because you guys are the originator of that NFT, when you mint it, right, the platform that you mint on, whether it be Mintable or Rareable or Nifty NFTs, right? That's the platform that you go on to actually mint the NFT.
And that what you're talking about is basically like a signature of authenticity almost?
Well, right. So the platform is like the exchange or the I'm not gonna call it exchange. It's gonna be like the marketplace that you go to actually create the NFT on. They're gonna take a percentage of whatever that NFT sells for, and then you guys are gonna take a percentage of it, or normally the lion's share of it that you guys are all gonna split up however you want to do it, 33 1/3 or whatever the case is, right?
You also retain royalties for the life of it.
You guys speak up, Earl. You're too low.
My bad. I was saying you also retain royalties for the life of it. So
that was my question.
Right. So
because does it become something that's even when it sells or whatever, like that's your profit?
No matter what, no matter what it sells for, you get the percentage that you originally set back in royalty rate. So if it's not for
not necessarily in the beginning, yes. So what happens is, let's say you, Bionic, and James Brown, right, did an NFT. You cut and scratch. Bionic did the music and James Brown did the artwork, right? All three y'all.
What's the meaning of NFT?
Hold on. I'm gonna break this down and then y'all get it. All three y'all, right, would get, let's say the NFT sold for $10,000, right?
Oh, okay.
Exchange that, right?
Right
now,
right up the block.
8,000 left over.
All right. Well, y'all did the COVID-19.
Hold on, let me finish this up. So let's say that the exchange, I mean the platform that you minted on, they're gonna take 20%, right? That other 8,000 you guys cut up, evenly 3 ways or whatever the case is, right? So that's like 23.99 or something like that. Right? 23.99. So all three y'all are gonna get that off the top worth of Ethereum in your Ethereum wallet. Okay. Now, whoever bought that NFT, right? If you made it exclusive, let's say you made one of one, they now own the NFT, but they can take the NFT and resell it, right? Now, how that normally works is that you guys will get 10%, no less than 10% of the NFT for the rest of your lives. So let's say the person who bought the NFT or bidded on it and now owns it, they go and they sell it and it goes up in appreciation. It goes from being worth $10,000 that he bought it for to $100,000. Well, for the rest of y'all lives, y'all are going to get a collective of 10% across the board that's going to break up. So let's say it goes from that 100,000 and in 5 years, somebody resells it and it goes up to $1 million. Every time it transfers to somebody else, the money automatically goes to that same wallet. The amount of ether. So you always you get money for the rest of your life.
But you only get royalties off if it sells again.
Yes, it's the only way if money transfers hands.
Mission. So someone could buy your NFT and it just never sell though. And that's just what you got out of it.
That's it. If they don't resell it, let's say they keep it. Where there's a gray area for me where I don't know. So like what a lot of people are doing is they're going into the metaverses, right? So metaverse is like this metaverse is like a virtual reality world. Like think about Ready Player One. Think about when you put an Oculus on and how you can have an avatar walking around, right? So people are building museums and experiences in these metaverses, right? They're buying digital land. They're building this thing, and for you to go in, you have to pay an ETH price to see whatever my NFTs are, or if you want to check out my museum, you pay me an ETH price. Now, I don't know if you get a percentage of that. That's the question that I'd like to find out.
Doesn't that go into like licensing and everything at that point?
If I buy something, right? If I bid on an NFT or if I go to a marketplace and I buy it, I own it. Right. So if let's say I buy 50 NFTs over the course of a year, I say, yo, I'm going to create CL's world whenever you go into, Decentraland, which is a big one, big metaverse. Right. Or if I go into another metaverse, right? Like Atari's building a metaverse. If you go into the metaverse and you go into CL's land, right? I can charge you to come into my land. I can charge you to come and see all my experiences. I can charge you however I want. And I own those NFTs. Now, on the flip side of it, if I wanted to license somebody's NFTs, I'm pretty sure you can do that. And maybe that license works like, okay, well, let's say Earl, you got 50 NFTs. And I'm like, you know what? You don't have a metaverse world. Maybe you're not interested, but you still have some dope NFTs. Maybe I say, hey, Earl, let me license your NFTs, right? Let's put them in my world. I got people coming in here. We'll create, Earl's museum in this metaverse, and anybody that comes in because I have the traffic will split 50-50 on anybody that goes into your museum. It could be something like that.
Got it. And question: Does this have is there going to be a marketplace on like classic websites? I know these are things I could like go find out and like, go research, but
well, there are marketplaces now. A lot of them are like very, very busy. But new marketplaces are being built, man.
like do you need like land in Decentraland, or would you be able to add that to a website? I'm saying
you could probably, so Decentraland, you would need to
like hyperlink to or something.
Yeah, you gotta get a link to it, and but yes, you need to have an experience built in some metaverse, whether you pay for that or not.
Got it. Appreciate it.
And I don't know if this necessarily correlates to C, but I was hearing the other day too, and this is just something to think about. Just because you guys have grown Digiwaxx.com, the dot space is gonna grow soon. The dot live is gonna grow soon. So these are just more, because you know how there's already .com, .net, .tv, .org. You know the whole thing. They saying people domain wise start to go by Digiwaxx, like Digiwaxx.space. Digiwaxx.live. You know what I mean? So
I'll tell you, this is one of the big ones. So, while we're talking about NFTs, that's the big boom. On the other side of it, you're going to see a big boom in the finance world, right? So how we trade money and values are going to change. And there's a big project that's out that, again, how NFTs just blew up overnight, this is going to blow up overnight. Check out paystring.org. Paystring.org, and check out Unstoppable Domains. Okay, check out Unstoppable Domains. All right.
I want to ask a question. All right.
Go ahead.
This NFT, do you have it on a PDF format? All right. Where someone can read it. You know what I'm saying?
I can send you some links. Okay. And like I said, we do sessions just talking about this stuff to really break it down, because even when you're reading it, some things you may not understand, because if you're not really familiar with some of the terms in the blockchain space or Ethereum's blockchain, some things you may look at and get stuck, but we can help you walk through it. But yeah, I can send you some links. I got you, bro. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll try to pull one up. But what I was saying is that with Unstoppable Domains, what's happening is that they're starting to figure out how to make it easier for me to transfer money from me to you. As simple as we make a phone call. So, when we make a phone call, I have Sprint or Verizon or whatever. You have whatever you have. Nobody knows really or cares. Does the phone, hey, what's happening? Yeah, what up? And we're talking. Nobody cares about the connection. This is the problem that they're solving now with this new Paystring project, which is you're going to get a crypto name. You're going to get Raymond T. .crypto, right? And it's going to be DJI95 .crypto. And Raymond's going to be like, yo, I'm sending you $100. And instead of you going and having to go to PayPal or to this or to that, or for you to have to go into your crypto wallet, right? Or Bitcoin wallet or Ethereum wallet for me to send you money, you're simply going to say, what's your .crypto, and you're going to send it like that instantly. So look at paystring.org. It will explain, click on the video. It will explain the future of how payments are going to work on the blockchain and why you need to secure your name now. Now, the other thing is what Raymond's saying is true. So with Unstoppable Domains, what's the beautiful thing about it is that when you buy a domain traditionally, right? Let's say we go to GoDaddy, right? And you buy a domain name. Well, every year you have to pay for that domain name, right? And they break it up. They say, well, if you want the domain name for X amount of years, you pay for that, right? Then if you want security on top of that, you pay for that. If you want privacy on top of that, you pay for that. Before you know it, you're paying this big bill for your domain. Unstoppable Domains is a decentralized domain. It's exactly the opposite of what our current domains are. Meaning, like, with your domain now, let's just say somebody sends a letter, they can challenge you and shut down your site or stop it or whatever they want to. But with a decentralized domain, it is not in a central location. Meaning, like, there is no there is no GoDaddy or Network Solutions or anybody there. This is, again, managed by a network of thousands of computers. And once you buy it once, you own it forever. There's no more payments. There's none of that stuff. When you buy it one time, you own it forever. So when y'all get a chance, check out paystring.org. Check out Unstoppable Domains. Take a second to read it and look at the videos, and you're going to be like, let me do this now. It's going to cost you $60 to own your domain for the rest of your life. We burn that up at a bar in the first half an hour. So that's real. So that's what I got for y'all today. I'll just start dropping these jewels every week so y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Like as we go through stuff and we get jewels and gems, I'll put y'all on straight up. All right. Cool.
On another note, is y'all watching the Versus Saturday?
Is Wu-Tang joint?
The Wu-Tang, man. Nobody talking about this shit no more, G. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost like once they sold it, now everybody mad at them.
No, part of that also, it's just the timing outside is opening up, G. Like everybody can go outside now, or even if they can't, they're seeing everybody else is able to go outside. You're not like locked in the house in the one form of entertainment anymore.
This is true.
This is my thing with the verses. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think they gotta come with some better matchups.
Right. You having people within the same group going against each other.
Yeah, so like we were talking about making a big
like you're reaching
versus Chris Brown. We spoke about like I was saying I want to see Mary versus Mariah. They gotta come with some those, at least once in a while, come with that big marquee matchup.
But I think the problem with the matchups that I've always had was that I felt like people were too close-minded in their matchups because everybody wants similar artists, right? Now we're all sports fans. We don't want to see, like, watching two high-powered offenses go at it is great, but watching a team that's got a good running attack against a team with a good passing attack, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a different element. Because I remember I had said, I want to see Mary J. Blige versus Tony Braxton. And niggas ate me up for that. Niggas ate me up for that. Oh, they not the same. Marry or kill. And I'm like, did y'all forget how many records Tony sold? Did y'all forget who Tony's producers were? Like, that is a better matchup than y'all really understand. But they don't do the same style of music, so people couldn't fathom it. And I'm like, that's part of, like, shouldn't that be part of it? Expand your musical palette. And I'm not sitting back saying put Guns N' Roses against Kanye. I ain't saying do no shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's their goal too, though. Like they want to get into the other realms of other genres too. You know what I mean? So, but I just think too, like, it started out something that was quote unquote for the culture, and as it grown, people want their bag, dog. That's why you ain't gonna get a Mary J in there.
And also on top of that, I feel like you can't discount the ego of the performer. You know what I'm saying? If somebody has a 30-year catalog, and they have a potential to go up and quote unquote lose to somebody. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I'm not capping for that. You know what I'm saying? Or
no, you're right. Especially in this day and age, like cancel culture. Like, someone lose that shit, it could be like, oh yeah, we ain't fuck with them.
Yo, Fabulous almost got blanked by Jadakiss 20-0. He looked embarrassed, bro.
Embarrassed, yeah.
Honestly, he hasn't been the same since. Let's be real.
Who, Fab?
I haven't really, he just haven't been the same since.
I mean, yo, it is what it is. You feel me? And that is part of what I think is like underrated about like the lack of interest in this. I think people are afraid to get smashed out the water.
So let me ask you, Earl, does a bag change that?
It depends
on changes everything.
A bag changed it for Jeezy and Gucci Mane, and Gucci Mane put his partner in the ground. You feel me? Like a bag could change anything for somebody. If somebody killed my best friend, you know how much it'd take for me to get on stage and perform a song with them again?
Okay, here's the thing though. Remember what now, right? The partner now is Triller. Triller also did that boxing exhibition with Mike Tyson and what's his name, Nate Robinson.
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones,
But wait, on that same ticket, didn't Nate?
Nate was on that ticket.
Nate was on the mat. He wasn't really boxing.
Was that the same night?
Yeah, he was talking to
Okay,
God
yeah,
that
yeah.
night.
Okay.
But they paid everybody for that. Remember that. Like they
Yep.
they were the main one. So what I'm saying is that it could be a good thing that, in other words, they may put up the bag that people really be like,
Yeah.
this is like
Yeah, they just announced another one too. Jake Paul got it. So they got another, like Justin Bieber performing this time, Snoop, everybody. So Triller on the way up.
They getting that bag.
Even if they do like
Buy
a
some
set
stock.
buy some
right.
stock right now. Yo, legend, man. You like the in-house stock guy. What's it looking like on the Triller?
What's Triller look like right now? I'm waiting on my stimmy.
Yeah, let me
I'm waiting for Clubhouse to come up with a fucking stock. We can buy stock in Clubhouse. Like, come on now.
That shit. The only problem with stock,
they stay in private as long as they can.
Is that it could change the company drastically, bro.
Yeah.
It could be like, nah, I know y'all wanted to do, keep the way it is, but now we got to start showing people's faces, and we need to advertise on everybody. And guess what? If you really want to get a room, we got to pay, $100 a month.
Yeah. That's only a matter of time, especially for Clubhouse. We're gonna see advertisements in between the hallways. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you get in the room, it's gonna take you 2 minutes to get in because they gotta show you commercials and shit.
You're gonna watch a commercial first or whatever. That's the same as Twitch. You know what I mean? I've been fucking around more with Twitch, and every time I get on, I gotta watch 2 commercials till I can get at my channel. You know what I mean? I'm down to invest though. I feel like that Triller could be it because people just want to be entertained, yo.
Yeah.
That's what that box when Nate Robinson got into when that went down, that was like that was a viral moment, man.
Yeah.
I'll be watching this next one. You better believe it. I'll be right there with my popcorn, ready to rock, my rum and coke in my hand.
Well, that's why I say, I don't know why. I mean, and I think, Earl, you kind of touched on the idea of egos. But if you can get a bag and you got a rap beef with somebody, let's get in the ring. Let's fuck it up.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? Charge motherfuckers for pay-per-view and just go.
You
know
say
what I mean?
that? Bruh, I said that last night when I heard about that Candace Owens Cardi B thing.
Oh, yeah.
They going at it again, and I was like, man, they just need to fight. Just let them fight.
Well, I don't think Candace
don't have
want
a
to
stock
go
yet.
against Cardi. Like, at the end of the day, Cardi is somebody you really, she BS all day.
Oh, I know that. I mean, did you see what Cardi said to her?
Yeah.
Yo, wait, because they.
But my thing is this with Candace, it's like at the end of the day, why even put yourself in that position? Like
Right.
Cardi is the type, she'll run up on you. She'll have people just probably run up on you just because you just talking to be talking.
I think Raymond said is the best though, because ultimately everybody ain't gonna like everybody all the time.
Right.
Sometimes you need to settle a beef, you need to get something off your chest. Instead of us trying to kill each other for real, let's get into the musical ring, let's get into the political ring.
You get a bag, I get a bag, and let's just, you know what I mean?
Squash.
And the only
Remember,
reason
that
I
was
brought
about to
this up
be
again.
Soulja Boy and Chris Brown at one point.
Yeah,
First
same. I
that
mean,
happened.
and only reason I brought this up again is because you saw Tekashi talking shit. He want to fight Meek. Man,
Oh yeah,
you know how
we was
big
up with that.
I would pay to watch that.
Hold on,
I would pay to watch that.
That's the next Triller fight right there. I don't know.
Wait, did y'all see how he ran up on me?
I didn't even watch the video. I just heard about
Oh my
it.
God, y'all didn't see that video?
Well, listen,
That nigga ran up on me like what, nigga? Like what? I'll
It
fight
was
you
hilarious.
now. I'll fight you now. Yo, he
But
ran up
the
on
eight of us
me.
security's right there as always. You know what I mean?
That's the truth. That's why I want to see him in
And
the
he
ring.
got to move different, rolling with Hove and,
love to see them in the
Michael Rubin and Richard Kraft or Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
He got to move different. He
I'll tell you
can't
this
move the same
I'll
way.
tell you this much: everybody's nightmare would be to go into the ring with Tekashi 6ix9ine and get blacked
And
out.
lose.
And get blacked out, like sleeping. Like, oh man, this game is crazy. Anyway, that's what
I would like to see.
Hey
him
fam,
and-
did you get that email? See, I sent you one last email for a song.
What, just now?
Maybe I think when we was in the discussion. I just wanted to catch y'all ears on it if it's cool to play. If not, we'll save it for next week. It's no thing. It's a new joint for Mitchie Slick, Ryan Anthony, and Andrew Day.
Yeah, Triller, they don't have a stock yet.
Yeah, they don't.
But the dude from what's the name? Khan from from Warner Music, he's their new CFO. And he's pushing it. Khan, is that how you pronounce it? Kahn?
Oh, okay.
He's over there at Triller. No, that's what he's pushing for. He's moving it for them to go public.
Yeah.
Because he actually used to be at Viacom before he was over at Warner Music.
So wait, Triller's not owned by Microsoft or
no?
Mm-mm.
They gotta watch. That's
now the two stocks y'all should jump on right now is this been shooting up that I got is Volkswagen and GM. And the reason why I said GM is because I'm seeing a whole bunch of commercials where they're about to release like a line of electric cars in 2025. So it's better to jump on them now.
Yeah, and its stocks is on like $23 a stock.
Right. Yeah, and the same for Apple. Apple is going to release their car in 2024, and they're doing the collaboration with Hyundai.
I mean,
but Apple stocks is like 300 a stock.
No, wait. We really got to start looking at the future, and that's what I'll be saying about all of this stuff. Like, you understand that we have to decrease the carbon imprint on the planet, right? Like that's a that's why I'm investing into them. Anything that's electric, oil, we have to stop killing the planet. Like it's just a fact.
Right.
So,
right.
In the United States, if you notice, we have more and more electric. What do you call those? Electrical
charging stations.
There you go.
Yeah.
More and more and more. They're going to be everywhere, and they're going to be solar.
And I've been seeing more homes with solar panels.
Yeah.
This is what we have to go.
I got 25 on my crib.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
Raymond, big money over there.
My electric bill be like $40, yo.
Are you serious?
If I decide to go buy this house, that's my next move.
I'm not even joking.
Bro. Yo, no, listen, Akon is powering an entire
city.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
In Africa.
But you know what, though? Let me just tell you something.
He's building his own theme park. His own theme park.
But let me tell you what's so deep that a lot of people missing out on. Climate change has a lot of money. And what he's doing right now is doing climate change deals. Nobody's paying attention to climate change. Climate change has a lot of money behind that whole ecosystem that's untapped.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you guys, me included, what I always try to look to the future of what's going on, because at the
he's coming out with a coin too, the A coin.
We know where certain things are going. You have to go electric, everything, the solar, everything is going to be the future. So yeah, I would put some money in companies that are like, all right, I'm making that announcement.
But see, there's people giving away millions of dollars on climate change projects.
I know, because they definitely want people to rock. All right, listen, let me play this real quick because got the kids go over here bugging out, just like everybody does, I'm sure. All right, let's play this record.
Summertime is out days. Summertime is out days. When it's summertime, it's out days. When it's summertime, it's out days. Summertime is out days. Ain't no other place I'd rather be. When it's summertime, it's out days. Summertime is out days. Yeah, car hops at the rallies every time the summertime around. Tall cans of cervezas, bottles of the brown. Don't got enough for the Henny, nigga get the crown. I sip slow with no ice, don't want it watered down. Saturdays at the park, it's a day fade. Dominoes, jokers, deuce if we play spades. They shooting dice, trying to come up on a payday. Head on a swivel if niggas decide to stay late. Neighborhood 5-9, Lincoln Park skyline. 60s to 30s to 4-5. Low me the village, shut down to where Emerald Hills is. Live by hood niggas, but the rent high. Take them covers off the Lolos, rolling up the dodo. Crossfade got me feeling like I'm moving in slow-mo. Middle of the summer, so the transit is active with the hoodie still on. Don't wanna get caught lacking, nigga. Ain't no other place I'd rather be. When it's summertime, it's out days. Summertime is out days. Ain't no other place I'd rather be. When it's summertime, it's out days. Summertime is out days. Ain't
ain't no place I think I'd rather be. In the beach when it's summertime in Southeast. At the same time as niggas bringing out new Harley bikes. Cross towns trying to creep through the park to get a strike. And I ain't risk my freedom all year hustling for nothing. This rag 58 gon' be topic of the discussion. Been a long tradition of clowning in Dago Summers. Nigga, I have a whole Billy getting sprayed and guts on the onion. But one intent to be attractive to the BMs that he passes at the beach tonight. He'll have some bracken D in. Yeah, slapping them foreign, hunting for foreigns. This time of year brings a whole lot of them in tune. Then it's back to Southeast where we really get. Bring a bottle, y'all can function, just don't come with the silly shit. Can't speak for them, but over here we do it really big. Choosing, we on Logan between 58 to 45.
Ain't no other place I'd rather be. When it's summertime in South Days. Summertime in South Days. Ain't no other place I'd rather be. When it's summertime in South Days. Summertime in South Days.
It's 85 degrees and I'm feeling hella juicy. It ain't the Diamond District, we in South Days. Came up in Paradise, Parkside to Skyline. Memories of making hits to blacklisted life. I don't know what to do, cause I got this bag, now my rallies do too. And I got love for every West Coast nigga and for cities around the world, but play the hookers for your girl. You
ain't no other place I'd rather be. When it's summertime in South Days. Summertime in South Days. Ain't no other place I'd rather be. When it's summertime in South Days. Summertime in South Days. Ain't no other place I'd rather be. When it's summertime in South Days. Summertime in South Days. Ain't no other place I'd rather be. When it's summertime in South Days. Summertime in South Days.
Yeah. I mean, that's a super Cali goal.
Yeah. No, that's getting a lot of love out here, and right now with Andra Day and everything around her, it's got a lot of shine. So like I said, she Golden Globe winner. A lot of people don't know she's from San Diego, and now she up for an Oscar. So you know what I'm saying, that one's getting a lot of love out here right now.
No, that's dope. Yeah, we should at least blast that. That's for real.
Because right now, like Slick, so Slick had another joint. I don't know if y'all knew the joint Imperial, which was like another. See, and the reason why I wanted to bring this one to the table, just to see y'all vibes on how you think that could do nationally, because like Mitch dropped a joint called Imperial, which is a street out here, which they call like the Four Corners of Death. Like that's probably the most hood spot out here in San Diego, just because that's around where he grew up in Lincoln. So this kind of felt like Imperial 2.0, if you will. You know what I mean? Just because it's one of them summertime joints, whatever the case may be. But I've been trying to talk to them, and Slick now doing a lot of, if anybody's not familiar with Mitchie Slick, like I said, he probably one of the most like San Diego rep cats, like in hip hop or whatever. Like he probably, aside from people knowing like Jail Felony or whatever the case may be. But so Slick's now moving around out there in Texas. So I just been kind of trying to help him a little bit, like in just expanding the network for him and everything like that. So
dope. Yeah, I always rock with Mitchell Slick, man. When I whenever I go to conferences in San Diego, man, he was always showing up and being cool and whatnot. He always had good music. He was cool. He's always cool. So I rock with Mitchell Slick.
Yeah.
Man.
So Ryan Anthony too, like he another cat out here, part of a section called Spring Valley, but he's been one of these cats who's like really been grassroots, like hasn't been too concerned about getting radio play or whatever. This has kind of been one of his ones that he's starting to get some love on. But he has kind of worked the communities of San Diego with his clothing line. He got a shit called Barely See the Beach, and there's a song that's around that as well. Like I'm from San Diego, but I barely see the beach. You know what I'm saying? So he ran that into a clothing line or whatever the case may be. But like I said, he one of them grassroots cats that's kind of coming up now too. But he actually toured with like Tech Nine and all kind of shit like that before too. So heavy independent, all that type of stuff as well. As a matter of fact, I don't even think he's looking for a deal, but like I said, that's the new joint on the verge of his new album dropping, which will be Barely See the Beach 3. And then on top of the fact, like Andra, she actually going to be dropping a new project right before summer that's going to be different than what we're used to from her, like with the ballads and all that type of shit. She going to put out like some rhythmic shit. So that's kind of like her introduction to this scene. You know what I mean?
Word. Okay. Cool stuff. Yeah, get me the the part.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the instrumental. I can send you the clean as well, but let me get that instrumental. That way you can have it up as a pack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's do that.
And James, James, if you still there, I'd love to hear what you just because I know you're a West Coast cat. So if you still there, man, because I know you dropped some comments right there, which I love to hear the commentary because I get that back to them. You know what I'm saying on whatever.
Wait, so let me ask you, Raymond. Is one of them from San Diego? I mean,
they're all from San Diego.
Okay, I thought somebody said something about Long Beach on that record.
No, that's just showing love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
showing love. Okay.
No, but yeah, Ryan Anthony from Dago, Slick from San Diego, and Andrew Day from Dago. You know, and like I said, Andrew just getting it. I mean, it's a big record just because she on it, of course, with everything that she got going around. But yeah, James, elaborate on that a little bit for me.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it's like two sounds that's just consistently in that track. Like I can hear it coming in and out. I don't know if it was the bip, 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 something. It just needs to. It's like two sounds that need to come in and out periodically through that song. It's just constant. You know what I mean?
Do you mean like the production? Because I'm not gonna front. I kind of hear you. Like what I was telling them, I was like, this record's like on the verge. Like it could sound bigger. You know what I mean? And I don't know.
What I'm saying is the production part. So, it's I think it's like two different sounds. At least one of them could go in and out throughout the song. Like not just stay, you know what I mean? Just stay playing the whole song. Because it's real busy. That track is like real busy to me. And it's like about two different sounds that could go in and out, opposed to playing all the way through.
Okay.
That's about it. Other than that, overall, I like the song, but it's just that track is just real busy.
Okay. Word. Yeah, no, I'll get that back to him for sure.
Things. All right. I got a wrap. It was awesome this week. And I will touch base with y'all all during the week. You already know how we do New Music Wednesday. It was a good one. Good conversation. Thanks everybody for joining. We'll be back.
Yes. And see, I post out flyer, post the event flyer on Digiwaxx. So your audience
can do me a favor. When you can, just text that to me. Because I think you try to send it through through my DMs, but if you could just text it to me, I'll knock that out real quick.
No worries. I love you, brother. Love everybody from Digiwaxx. You guys are the best. Just looking forward to always being a blessing. It's CL. Please set up the Instagram, not the Instagram, but the Zoom for, teaching us how to invest into Bitcoin and everything else, because I'm down.
All right. Yeah, you guys got it, man. I'm going to do that. It's not a problem. Join the Blockchain Brilliance group. You'll see it and we'll go from there.
Okay.
I just want to give a shout out to Raymond. Raymond, it's been a long time.
Yes, sir. Immortal was cracking, brother.
Yeah, I'm sweet. I'm doing perfectly fine here. Now I'm saying, just that, it's been a long time I've heard from you. All right. Now I'm saying, so I just want to know how you're doing. Now I'm saying, yeah.
All love, brother. No, I'm good. We steady moving and grooving. So,
okay.
How you doing? Right. They good to see you still in the cell. I see you. You're doing well. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing well, man. I've been waiting for you to free me from the cell. You know what I'm saying? You haven't done anything. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we try to get you invested in the Bitcoin and everything, so we get you out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. I would love to connect more with you on your interviews and the stuff you do. So I really want to know how I connect more with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Email's gonna be the best way, man. Just go from there and we'll run it.
Okay.
I thought I got some emails from you prior, but I can't find them. So
I'm gonna be emailing you. So I appreciate if you reply me back. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, just hit me.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Word up. All right, team. Love y'all. See y'all next week.
That's up.
All right. See y'all.